with G Sports. You can follow me on Facebook, Jeremiah Gray, A.K.A. G, and on Twitter, G_paid in full 08. Pay me the money! money.
Well, what's up, everybody? This is your boy, Coach Hurricane here. You can follow me on Facebook at Henry Singleton or on Twitter at HenryHayoU15.
Listen, this is your boy, Fred. Listen, you can follow me on Facebook at Brandon Fred Jones, or you can follow me on Twitter at BFredJones.
This is Jeremiah Gray, man, with G Sports. You can follow me on Facebook, Jeremiah Gray, A.K.A. G, and on Twitter, G_paid in full 08. Pay me the money! money.
Well, what's up, everybody? This is your boy, Coach Hurricane here. You can follow me on Facebook at Henry Singleton or on Twitter at HenryHayoU15.
Listen, this is your boy, Fred. Listen.
Yeah. What you know about this, y'all?
We gon' party
Like what, right?
like we won Lombardi.
Tell them, right? Come on.
We gon' party like we won a Lombardi.
Well,
We gon' party like we won a Lombardi. Listen, y'all.
break it down.
Welcome to New Orleans, where the drinks are strong, the nights are long, and there's a party going on. Super Sundays at the lake or the dome. They say the bon temps roulette. We let the good times roll. Good music like this ain't hard to find. Second line pop up at the drop of a dime. And when the night comes, that's when the real party is done. And you know we gon' party like we
Welcome. Bang. Live. Ball. Talk. Network. Yeah. I'm back. Welcome, everyone. Welcome. Oh,
Told you was bad.
yeah, I messed up.
All on my man G.
See? Trying to have some energy, some spicy to it.
You must got that ultra bleak.
Ultra bleak. It's all bad. Welcome to FanView Live with real fans talk sports. I'm your boy Fred.
G
And
Sports in the building.
With the wet pants.
Thanks to your boy, Fred.
with the Hennessy.
Coach Hurricane here.
It's the Hennessy, I tell you. It's the Hennessy. It's the Hennessy. Listen, it's sometimes things happen. It's okay, but I miss you guys. I missed you guys last week.
Yeah, man.
You know, there's a lot going on.
Likewise.
You know, couldn't have the show. But we're back, live and kicking. You know, feel like a little off, but there's a lot happening around sports.
It is.
A lot going on. A lot of NFL talk. You know, a blockbuster trade has happened the past couple of days. You know, the Saints are 5-1, heading to Chicago. Got to talk about that. You know, and some new rankings possibly later on in the show in high school football. But we're going to open up this show with basketball. NBA. NBA preseason is upon us. Let's talk a little bit about the Pelicans. You know, what do you guys think is the ceiling for the Pelicans for this NBA season? Where do you guys see the Pelicans at right now? Where do you think their ceiling could be for this NBA season upcoming?
I think the Pelicans are in good position to make the playoffs. I think their ceiling is probably the 7th or the 8th seed. I really do believe that. I like the components they got on this team, you know, with some veterans like J.J. Redick, who was been a winner, and he's coming off his highest points per game total in his career, 39%.
Wow.
From three-point range, which is going to stress the defense. Drew Holiday, who's been in this league for a while now, and I think that he's one of the most underrated players in the league. He's capable of giving you 20-plus a night. Derek Favors is a big-time veteran that was in Utah, that coming from a playoff caliber franchise. He's going to give you something in the middle. And then, you know, the rookies with Nikhil Alexander, and Zion, and then you got Lonzo Ball running the show at the point. They have a lot of good pieces around Zion to be able to make a run this season and get to the playoffs. And It's really gonna come down to how fast can they gel. They're 4-0 in preseason right now. I know preseason doesn't mean anything, but I do think with the pieces they have in place, I can see the Pelicans getting to that 7 or 8 seed and probably losing in the first round. But it's gonna be a jump start to what's to come for the future, especially with this young group and a key player on this team. And he's going to be the X factor if the Pelicans do want to make the playoffs and be competitive this season. And that's going to be Brandon Ingram. Brandon Ingram has to score 18 or more a night for this team to get to where they need to get to this year, and that's to the playoffs. And they can do, if Brandon Ingram can do that, we know what Drew Holiday going to give us.
Right.
But if Brandon Ingram, look, you wanted your shot, you couldn't get it in LA with LeBron James in town. So now you got your shot,
right,
to be that guy.
Right.
Let's see what you're gonna do when your number is called, and if he can do that, the Pelicans are gonna be a tough team to beat this season.
What you think, coaching?
With NBA, I'm kind of hesitant to start off the season with giving people ceilings, simply because there's so many games. So many games. We seen teams start off slow, go on a huge run, and right before the All-Star break, get hot at and continue on. But I say the potential is better. Yeah, offense. I'm not worried about the Duke Pelicans offense. I'm not because it's so much that you gotta cover. If you got Holiday, Lonzo, Ingram, Zion, and Favors, you gotta cover the whole arc and inside, and it's so much that you got to do. Even coming off what they got coming off the bench,
right?
Defense is what I want to see. I feel like they have the potential to be the best defensive backcourt in the league with Drew, who's a perennial all defensive person. Lonzo, I don't think he got the credit for his defense when he was in LA because most people viewed him as a scorer, because that's what he did in college, So,
but he could lock up,
But
great on-ball defender.
I think Zion Williamson, as much as people love what he does on the offense and showing what he can do athletically, I think he's a very underrated defender. He's an effort defender. He might not be able to lock you down per se 1-on-1, but if you anywhere around the rim, you gotta look out for him because he's coming with vengeance. Derek Favors, he's kind of older now. I know what you're gonna give us offense. What can you do defense for us? That's gonna be the big key. And then also Brandon Ingram, if he can get into his mind that look, you 7 foot, you got a long wingspan. If and he plays good, decent defense, but
he's gonna have to win with his length.
Yeah, right. What I'm saying, make it look. I understand. In the West, you're gonna be facing some monsters. Look, if somebody gets 20 plus on you, okay, but make it look like if they 20 plus, make it look like a Kobe 20 plus, where 9 for 20 something shooting. Right. You know what I'm saying? Make them work for a night in, night out. They ain't gonna be fine. I think what's gonna be the biggest draw for them is what can Alvin Gentry do. Coach, this is possibly the best lineup you'll ever have for the type of offense that you like to run. You got guys that's going to run up and down the court for you and stuff, but don't make the playoffs. I say this is it for Alvin Gentry. Right. You don't put Zion with Anthony Davis had to go through. 3 coaches. Finally, when the best coach that he had, you get rid of him. You gotta start off on the right foot with this team.
Exactly.
It goes piggyback on what Coach Chen said. Alvin Gentry has a clean slate. Obviously.
So hold up. So you don't think they're gonna make the playoffs this year?
No, I'm not saying that. I never pencil like with basketball. I wait till like 20 plus. I'm like, all right.
So you just can't put your finger on it right now if they're gonna make it up.
Because I don't know what because in preseason you're not going up against.
You can't go on
a back to back, this and that. Let's see. All right, let's see how this team. Because most of them, majority of this team is rookies. The other time never had to be never was in a position to where they are the lead person that
Drew.
outside of Drew. You know, JJ is a true vet. He's been in the starting lineup. He's been off the bench. It doesn't matter to him. Just let him play. But these other guys, and then some of these, people like Brandon Ingram, Lonzo Ball. I'm trying to show the world what I can do. Can I get that big contract? Coming up. So you don't know.
But do you like the pieces that is assembled?
Yeah,
on the Pelicans, like when you look at the roster, you look at that roster and see, all right, they could do something with this roster. Or do you look at this roster and see, I don't know?
No. I think I put it. I feel like with the end, I feel like in my personal opinion, like in the past 5 years, just on paper, this is the most competitive roster I've seen us have in a while.
Agreed.
Now I'm looking at it too. You're in the West. Yeah, Clay's out, but hell.
They're the Warriors.
D'Angelo Russell ain't no scrub. He's no Clay, but they're no scrub. They still got a big three out there.
Clay gonna be back around January, February.
And they got that team's been together. Quiet as kept. Sacramento. Hey, look, they're not the old Kings no more. That young team, and they've been together a while now. What could they do? Jazz is gonna be there. Denver's gonna be there. Rockets should be there. You don't know what this will do with the Trailblazers now. Is this the year that they get broken up or not? And the Lakers, they're not making the playoffs this year. So that's a spot that wasn't available this year. The Timberwolves are too talented not to be there. But they're their own enemy. New coach. Let's see what might happen there. And the Clippers, who was there last year, beat Paul George, Patrick Beverley, that whole crew's there now.
San Antonio.
But the one thing I worry about the Clippers is those five on the court most of the time, because you gave up a lot to get Paul George. You gave up your bench pretty much, and this is not like the NBA a couple of years ago where the Celtics made the trade for Ray Allen and all that stuff.
Garnett.
Yeah, Kevin Garnett, and you could get away with playing 7, the whole season. So in my honest heart, I think they could, but then it's so 82 games. There's so much that can happen. So that's why I like to get at least the first quarter out the way to see. All right, this is what I can expect from them, and I think the biggest X factor would be Jackson Hayes.
He's the only rim protector.
Coming off the bench. Or can you, because I think with his athletic ability, he's that guy that can, if you want to go uber big, you can say Ingram go to the 2, Zion go to the 3, Jackson, we gonna Favors go to the 4,
and that's what he's used to playing.
And Jackson go to the 5, and that's a lot of length out there. And,
or you can roll small ball and put Zion at the 5.
Yeah, know what I'm saying? It's so much.
There's a lot they can do with this lineup.
We got to, and to me, that's what I need to see.
How Gentry gonna use?
What's his chess play gonna be? Are you gonna give me the same 5, same routine, or are you going to match up with the matchup?
And I want to see sometimes where you take Lonzo out of the game, you put Drew at the 1, and insert JJ Redick at the 2.
Yeah,
I want to see different things like that.
And look, to be honest, I wouldn't be appalled to see I would love to see our 3-point shooting lineup with JJ, Lonzo, Drew, Brandon at the 4, and Zion at the 5, and say it's some might call it small, but it's not really small. It's not like
we're in a league now where it's positionless basketball. Yeah, so the Warriors did it for the last 3 or 4 years,
right?
And let's be real, this Pelicans team, and I really believe this. I think this Pelicans team is arguably the best team we've had since they came back down here.
Well,
and that's up there with that team, probably with Tyson Chandler, David West, Chris Paul,
I put it second.
Paige Stojakovic is up there with that team.
I put it second simply because, to me, all those guys, it wasn't no rookie in there. They was all proven at the point. You know, the youngest person on that team was David West, and he was all what they call it, all NBA.
Right.
All
Then you
NBA
had somebody like
talent.
Jared Jack coming off the bench.
You know what I'm saying? Then you also, Big Ear Wesley was David Wesley was somebody who was the Patrick Beverley of that team. You couldn't leave him open. He's gonna knock down three. He's gonna play hard defense.
Right.
And you had a proven coach in Silas who was who was no nonsense. This was gonna get and then to see what all those guys have done away. That's why I'm like, it's too early to tell. You watch David West go
just on paper. I'm just talking about on paper.
Yeah.
On paper.
Yeah, it was potentially this could probably be the best ever.
Right.
In New Orleans basketball.
Right.
It has that potential.
Yeah. I would say that like Carlton Jean says it. This is the most talented the Pelicans have ever had as far as talent. That's what he makes the statement there.
That's arguable.
That's arguable.
I say athletic. I wouldn't say talent because basketball's changed from that Chris Paul team to now. That Chris Paul team that lost to the Lakers to now.
Devin Staub says Pelicans 39 wins over or under.
I would think.
I don't know.
If you go under 39, you definitely not make the playoffs.
You're not gonna make it in the West.
You gotta
This is not the Eastern Conference, so I think you have to be over. I got the Pelicans probably win about 45 games, give or take it. So depending on significant injuries, typically what happens. But I got to pick up Coach Hill what Coach Hill said. This is all on Elvin Gentry. There's no distraction of the Anthony Davis not being in New Orleans no more, not knowing what your team is going to look like. You know what the team looks like. There is no distractions. You have the youngest athletic team in the NBA. This is all on coaches and situations and lineups and how you manage situational basketball. Bottom line. And if he can't figure out ways to get this team young, outgoing, pushing tempo, then it's going to be very hard for this team to be competitive because, like he said, the Sacramento Kings are going to be there. You still got to think about the Denver Nuggets, the Portland Trailblazers, the Houston Rockets are going to push tempo. We already know about the Clippers and the Lakers, the two powerhouses in the West. San Antonio is probably got great pop.
With DeJounte Murray coming back. That changes things. Him and DeRozan in the backcourt with Aldridge.
Yes, it changes
Rudy Gay.
a lot of
They're going to
things.
be tough.
So you're looking at this Western Conference, man. Listen, from top to bottom, you got about 8 or 9 teams. Somebody's going to be whittled out. Utah is going to be in there. So this is all on Elvin Gentry. At the end of the day, he has to push his philosophy. And what he has to do as a coach is establish an identity early within those first 20 games. Who are we and what are we going to be? And if he cannot do that early, then he can pretty much lose this team. Even though they're young in that level, but he has to establish the identity of what this team is going to be. You see a glimpse of it in the preseason. But going into the regular season, you have to really identify because teams are going to start playing a little more tougher. They're not going to let Zion get all these rim points, so they're going to do the things against him. But they have to figure out what their identity is going to be roughly before the All-Star break. By the time, to me, Christmas comes around, the Pelicans need to have an identity. If they're still searching for an identity, they're in trouble. If they have an identity by Christmas, heading towards the All-Star break, you can say to yourself, man, listen, the Pelicans could probably push for a 5th seed.
Right.
But if they're struggling for that identity, you're going to have teams like Sacramento, teams like Houston, teams like, I don't want to put Dallas in this mix, but
Dallas is not to be, like, you got to respect Dallas. Porzingis, Luka.
To me, after that, that's where Dallas is. After that,
Dallas gonna be tough.
They got two.
Dallas gonna be tough.
They're gonna be tough. But after that, you can see where they're.
I actually think Dallas is going to be more of a competitor than people think when it comes to fighting for that 7 and 8 seed.
Could be.
We talking about the Kings. I just think the culture over there. I just feel like losing teams find a way to lose. That's how I feel about the Kings. Look, then they got contract negotiations going on with him and with Buddy Hield. Buddy Hield talking about he don't want to be there. That's going to be a distraction. The culture already messed up over there. I think Mark Cuban, with Rick Carlisle, who won an NBA championship, he has some talent on that team now. We got to be mindful of Dallas this year. Dallas going to be tough. Now, I'm not saying they're going to be a team they're going to make a run for the Western Conference Finals. No. But they are a team that's going to be fighting for a playoff
and an identity early
spot this year. Right.
Me personally, I'm just going to go out on women's head. To me, if by year turn, if the Pelicans are anywhere under like 10 to 15, 10 wins under, I think it's time to X Gentry.
Right. I gotta agree.
Right.
10 wins. I mean, it sounds crazy. You could come. 10 wins is a closable enough gap, but you're talking about winning your division and position yourself with this much talent. I'm not gonna sit the whole year and like, all right,
And just let it play out.
Let them try to figure out. No, there's too much talent on this team.
But the question is, when you make a decision like that, who do you bring in?
Well,
So that's my whole thing when you getting ready to fire people. Like, you got to have a plan. Like, okay, we fire him. Who we going after?
But see,
do we have a shot to get him?
But see, that's when, look, David Griffin has done a phenomenal job. Traven Landon has done a phenomenal job.
Yes.
This is where you sit there and be like, this is when
they need to have candidates on deck right now.
This is where this meetings should be like. They should have weekly meetings. Like, hey, this. All right, look, especially because like you don't just get 10 games under by going game. You win a game, you win a game. That's a streak. Something happened. I say once you get to 2 to 3, and depending on how the losses look. Now, if it's like if they under 10 and like the 10 losses come within 5 points, by all means,
right?
They're competitive
because they're young.
They're young.
They don't know how to win on this. They know how to win in basketball.
But you can't be getting blown out the gym.
Yeah, but I'm talking about if
people cover the spread and all that.
Yeah, you losing by like 15, 20, like you getting blown out. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That I can't have. And that's what.
So what about
that goes back to the thing talking about culture.
So what about Tyronn? What about Tyronn Lue? If Gentry can't get it done, would Tyronn Lue be a good fit for this young Pelicans team?
I don't.
He's dealt with a superstar like LeBron James. He's dealt with a team with a bunch of scrutiny and high profile media. So coming to New Orleans and dealing with somebody like Zion and the rest of these guys, I don't think that's far-fetched to bring somebody like that in if Gentry can't get it done. Young, innovative, can relate to the players. I think that's big in today's game. I think that's real big.
It's a huge thing.
I don't. Cause see, this is my thing. Didn't they hire a kid?
Who? The Lakers?
No, the Lakers.
The Lakers got kids.
Who was the assistant coach?
For who?
For us, for the Pelicans.
I know we brought he came from the Rockets. He was the defense. They called him the defensive coordinator.
I wish he could out.
Well, he started with a B. Bella something.
Sound bad.
Yeah, you want to play defense, especially for no disrespect. I'm not taking nobody that says any word named defense
on the Rockets.
Well, the Rockets' defense did get better. When they brought him in, the Rockets' defense did get better.
Yeah, but I'm not.
That's how Tom Thibodeau got his name when he was with the Celtics under Doc Rivers.
But they actually played defense.
But I'm saying they called him the defensive coordinator, and that's how he got the job in Minnesota. In Chicago.
But it was
that's how I go.
It was known, but then it also translated over to Chicago. But then it was like,
and they were playing defense.
But it was like, man, look, he killing these players. He killing these players. They playing 40 minutes a game with 3-hour practice.
They blame him why Derrick Rose started breaking out and Joe Kim Noah.
Yeah. Luau Dean.
That's why Jimmy want to get out of there.
I don't. That's a hell of a question. I think that's when you and I think as when him and David Griffin have these Trey Lane and David Griffin had these conversations, they gotta put like a date on the calendar. All right, this is evaluation date.
Right.
How do we feel?
I think
because winning masks a lot of stuff, but it's like, look, we winning, but we winning off talent. We not schematically winning. We not capitalizing. This, we'll, saying that could be like, look, we can ride this out now because we winning, and we got to make the bench some money, but we got to get this is the point of no return.
I think every 15 games you got to look at it. 15 games, what are you establishing for its culture and identity? At game 30, you got to really look at it. If you're 7 to 8 games behind at 30 games, you pull the plug. You don't have a culture. You don't have an identity. I think
it just depends, Fred. Like he said,
it's how you lose.
You can't just go off numbers. Sometimes you gotta go off the eye test and how it looked. So that's gonna play a factor. Listen, this is Lonzo Ball's. Truly, let's be real. His first year, really coming into the season healthy,
right,
and having the keys,
right.
Let's be real. LeBron was really running the show. Even though they had Lonzo in the starting lineup as the point guard, we know LeBron was the one running the show. So now Lonzo
was the frame.
He gonna have to figure this out. And I'm gonna tell you something else. What I like about this situation, even though I think Ja Morant's gonna have a better career than Zion Williamson, I think Zion Williamson is in a better position to be successful. And because Ja Morant, who is he playing with in Memphis?
I think that's like a unfair advantage. I think it's an unfair advantage simply because of the position he played. Zion might get the ball on a possession, and Ja gonna get the ball.
But what I'm saying is, when you in a situation like he in Memphis, you can just load up on him.
Yeah.
You can just load up on him.
It's just him,
right? But with Zion is not going to be asked to be the guy. No, Drew going to be asked to be the guy, and really Brandon Ingram.
Right, because
Zion has a
better situation.
Zion going to be the third option. Less pressure. And so now you can just go out there and play your game and figure this out and develop in a timely manner. So that's why I think that
Griffin did.
Exactly.
Griffin and Landon did that.
So I think that Zion is going to be in a better situation to be successful. But I think that Ja is going to have a better career when it's all said and done. I think he's going to be the better player.
I think his numbers will be better than Zion. But impact alone, Zion right now, nobody is like Zion got a LeBron like impact already. I've never. When the Saints won the Super Bowl, we was down here. That celebration was crazy. That when we picked it, when we got the number one pick. The city was on buzz.
Yeah. The practice they had when they had the fans come out to their practice. Man, it was packed in there. He gonna put some butts in the seat. Karen Moore said, y'all setting the bar kind of high. This is still a team full of rookies and vets that haven't been anywhere. But maybe the second round.
My thing is when you let's be realistic. When you go get a David Griffin, when you get an up-and-coming NBA mind like a trade in Landon, when you make the trades that you made, build the roster you build, expectation has no choice but to be high.
Correct.
Look, first of all, you let once-in-a-generation type player walk out the gym. But you got another one-in-a-generation type player, too. Then you also got picks behind it to, all right, Jackson Hayes not a once-in-a-generation type player. But
he can make an
he can help.
Nikhil Walker-Alexander.
He's not a one, but guess what? He has a skill set. He can contribute.
Right.
Guess what? JJ Redick is not a generation player, but guess what? He has a skill set that everybody in the NBA needs right now.
He's a winner.
You know what I'm saying? Brandon Ingram. I got young talent.
Correct.
The people that I put here, everybody seems to love. It's like I've from AAU circuit till now, I've not heard one bad thing from Zion. The only bad thing I've ever heard about Zion Williamson was when he was in high school. Oh man, he's not playing with nobody. Or he's not playing against nobody. That's it. And he shut that up real quick week 1 in Duke.
Right. Now Mike Robichaux says this. And I know we gotta get rid of some subjects shortly. Too many guards on the team, need to trade one and get more help down low. Again, I think having guards in today's NBA it can be beneficial. Because scoring is at a big premium. You can't really substitute scoring at this level now. Scoring has become a big deal. When you're looking at Josh Hart, where he could probably come contribute you off the bench, give you 10 or 15 minutes on situational nights. They still got Etwan Moore, which I'm not putting Etwan Moore on any stratosphere. But if he can come in and get you 10 or 15 minutes a night on some conditional nights, give you 8 to 10 points. I mean, injuries happen in the NBA. So having a lot of guards, it's going to be a beneficial thing to this Pelican versus trying to get a bunch of big men.
They still got Jahlil Okafor.
They got Jahlil Okafor.
I don't know if Kavell Bigby Williams is going to be on that final roster.
I don't think.
But I like. That's not Duke. He's from LSU.
Yeah,
Jahlil. Okay, whatever. He's been underachieving since he's been in the league. But that's neither here nor there.
I'll give you that.
Bigby Williams, I was impressed with him in the preseason. And I was impressed with him doing summer league. That's an energy guy that's going to rebound the ball and play defense. That's somebody I think they should keep on his roster before they keep Jahlil Okafor.
To me, honestly, I'm gonna be 100% honest with you. I'm calling Oklahoma City Thunder.
Or
Steven Adams.
woo, now that'll be. Now, do you want to put that money on our books?
We don't have. That's the big.
Because I think they were trying to trade Steven Adams during the offseason, and nobody wanted to take that contract up.
But this one of those situations where like this is one of those situations where like money ain't an issue right now because majority of your people are already on a set contract.
Right.
So you could give a, you know what I'm saying, it's not like it's a max contract I'm bringing in. The two, it's one of those like it could be, all right, look, we'll take him off your hand, but you got to take Jalil and each one more, maybe.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm
saying? You got to balance the money off somehow.
You know what I'm saying? I'm going to give you two, you give you, and now it's like, it's upgrade all around because now you can say, hey, favors, you can either, you know, depending on how you want to do this now. You got two dependable bigs at any given time, plus you got a young, now you teaching Jackson Hayes with some veteran guys, and you can always bring him in as the 4. You can always play around and you could take Zion off the court and say, all right, Steven, you on, Derek, go to your natural position, 4. And now we big all around. Mm-hmm. You know, it is, to me, that's the guy I'm looking for.
Before we change subjects, I think Frank Jackson is somebody to keep an eye on this year. He has looked incredible during the preseason, and he looked incredible during summer league. Don't tell me nothing about Duke.
I'm about to tell you.
Frank Jackson is somebody to keep an eye on this shit. I think he could be possibly that player to come off the bench that gives you 10, 11 a night.
But see,
he has taken his game to a whole nother level since he's healthy. Now he's healthy. He ain't full of injuries.
To me, I've seen this story before with when we drafted Pierre. He from Bella.
Yeah,
I think his name Pierre. He was the point guard for Baylor. He played with
I know. Short.
Oh nah. That was a different situation.
Oh boy, that overachieved in college and got
yeah. I know who you're talking about.
That kid was like 5'6", 5'7".
But he was dominating.
Yeah,
he was dominating.
I know you're talking about. I can't think of his name off the top of his head. But I know you're talking about.
His name wasn't Pierre Jackson or something like that.
Might have been.
But
he could play. But Frank Jackson is 6'2", 6'3".
But my thing is
super athletic.
But what you gonna each one more? Josh Hart, JJ, all these are guards off the bench. You can only keep 15. Shit, how many guards we need?
That's why I say.
And then Nicole.
Millie, but Millie like a stretch 4. The kid from overseas, drafted, he like a stretch 4.
But it's like I said, you got to make room for these guys. So it's like. But that's why I say
I think Etwan Moore should be the odd man out.
To me, that's why I say you trade Etwan Moore and Jalil. You get Steven, and you just created an extra roster space because you lost a guard, so it's 9 saying, all right, I can afford to keep Frank now.
Again,
you know,
that's more if you make a deal like that happen, which I don't disagree with you by any means, you're putting a little more pressure on Albert Gentry. It's just gonna ball down to coaching and culture.
Fuck the pressure. The pressure. You
can pay millions of dollars.
I don't disagree with that.
You're a professional.
That's professional. Nobody told you to say, "Hey, I want to be a head coach." It's not puck ball. You joined it. I'm trying to win.
I'm not disagreeing with you.
I'm making winning moves.
I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm just saying that at the end of the day, it's gonna boil down to culture, style of play, and how Albert Gentry. Because see,
his ass should never been rehired. If you want to talk about culture,
that's what Scoot says. That's what Scoot said. They should ask Gentry after last season, new team, new coach. That's still a possibility. But listen, we got to shift gears. Got to get into some pro football. Got to get into the Saints. Saints so defensively. I think they open up not just local fans' eyes, but national media's eyes defensively of what this team has done. Especially when you talk about stuffing runners such as Ezekiel Elliott, Leonard Fournette. The list has gone on and on. Ty Gurley. We talking about Chris Carson.
Carson I think he had like 100 yards. Though.
Nope,
he didn't.
Did not.
He had a long run.
What he had like 70, 80 yards. He probably had the most out of everybody.
Between him and Fournette, probably they combined.
No, it was. They had 100 yards rushing
Total team.
because of Russell Wilson and
Correct.
yeah.
But they haven't given up an individual 100-yard rusher since Latavius Murray, which is over 27 games ago. What do you guys take, going into this stretch now with Teddy Bridgewater being 4-0, going to, but let's talk about last week, going to Jacksonville on the road. Give y'all some takes on last week's game. What impressed y'all the most about going to Jacksonville and beating Jacksonville on the road?
I just like the way we finding a way to win every week. Last week we played Tampa Bay. We put up over 30 points. Teddy threw for over 300 yards. He threw for 4 touchdowns. This week, it was a kind of a grinded out game. We knew Alvin Kamara was coming into the game with a gimpy ankle, and he wasn't going to be himself. So we knew we weren't going to have that firepower we had against Tampa Bay.
Right.
And we missed some shots. Like on a goal line, we missed the pass to Michael Thomas. The screen touchdown to Latavius Murray that got called back. So we missed some plays in that game where we could have easily had 21 or 28 points in this game.
Right.
But it played out how it played out, and you got to give kudos to Dennis Allen and the defense. What we doing on defense right now, our D-line might be arguably the best front in the NFL as a whole. From a depth standpoint, we rotating a lot of guys. Malcolm Brown, I can't say enough for what he's done for us in the interior. Sheldon Rankins, what he's done since he came back from the Achilles. Cameron Jordan, Mr. Reliable, who had 2 sacks on Sunday, who has 5 sacks on the season. He is just, you got to account for him game in and game out. Right. Davenport continues to emerge and bring a lot of energy. Trey Henderson didn't even play. Okay? Then we got Granderson, who's coming in. This is an unknown guy that's coming in and bringing a lot of energy and getting penetration and pressing the pocket. Demario Davis, I can't say it enough. This guy has to be considered a top 5 linebacker in the league now, the way he's playing. He's bringing a lot of leadership to the defense, and he is all over the place. He's in every play. Marcus Williams in our secondary is getting better. Marshawn Lattimore look like he's getting that rookie swag back.
Right.
We, as a whole on defense, we just doing a great job. Dennis Allen is doing a good job switching it up. I think he was playing a lot of man last year and probably, I think, the first 2 weeks of the season. Now he's starting to switch it up, running zone, running man, running a lot of zone blitzing. And I think that's helping us out on the back end. Not put so much pressure on our DBs trying to play on our island and things of that nature. So, and another key thing is, think about everybody on our defense. They've been together for like 3 years now.
Yeah.
Think about it. That secondary. Lattimore, Von Bell, Marcus Williams. These guys been together 3 years.
Yeah.
The D-line with Cameron Jordan, Davenport, Hendrickson.
Yeah.
So when you got, that's a lot of cohesiveness. So I think that's what you're seeing right now. They're getting used to Dennis Allen's system and they're perfecting it. And Dennis Allen is doing a good job knowing when to call blitzes, knowing when to back off. It's just been a good job as a whole from the defense. And then I gotta talk about the special teams. Thomas Morstead. This guy has 17 points inside the 20.
Right.
17 points inside the 20 this season. He had 5 inside the 20 on Sunday.
That dude's the best punter in the league.
No cap.
That dude's the best punter.
And you got to understand how important that is when you're playing with a backup quarterback because he's flipping the field position. Now you're putting our defense to an advantage. Now our offense doesn't have to go 80 or 90. Now they only got to go 60 or 50. And that's helping Teddy Bridgewater out. And Michael Thomas. If he's not worth $100 million quarterback, you lead the league with 53 receptions and 632 yards and 3 touchdowns. Don't tell me he ain't worth $100 million. Playing with a backup quarterback and still showing up.
Phenomenal.
So, Jared Cook look like he's starting to come into his own. And I'm going to say this, and I mean it. Sean Payton is the second best coach in the NFL, and it ain't even close. His play calling, he's probably the best play caller in the NFL. It is not even close. That play he called on 3rd and 2, when Jared Cook blocks down, they call a screen, fake the screen, and Jared Cook runs right behind the screen. He's wide open. That killed the game.
Right.
That put us in prime position to make sure we had a victory on Sunday. That's how good the Saints is right now. I think we're the second best team in the league behind the Patriots, in my humble opinion. But we still got a ways to go. And when Drew comes back, I think we're just going to take it to another level. On the receiving core, that's the only part of the team that I'm a little concerned. Somebody else is going to have to show up. Tre'Quan Smith, you've been injured. Ted again. You made some plays here and there for us, Austin Carter, I don't even think he has a catch this year. Somebody else has to show up for us at some point, because when you get ready to play somebody like Bill Belichick, if we used to meet up with these people in the Super Bowl, or we had to meet Dallas again in the playoffs or something, or just say we had to go to Lambeau, we got to have a number 2 receiver that's going to be able to show up for us. That's my only concern about the Saints right now. I love our offensive line play. They're doing a phenomenal job. Eric McCoy, he needs to be up for the Rookie of the Year. I'm not saying he should win the Rookie of the Year, but he should be the candidate the way he's playing. And I think we go into Sunday against the Bears and we handle business. Simply because Mitchell Trubisky is coming back.
Blake Bortles 2.0, huh?
He's probably worse than Blake Bortles.
Ain't that bad?
Ain't nobody worse than Ryan Tannehill.
They all in the same pack.
Nah,
Tannehill starting Sunday.
They start Sunday.
I mean, that's a loss. Y'all don't act like y'all don't. Y'all act like
Mariota just as bad enough.
Nah.
No. I ain't bad as them.
He's a victim of scheme more than.
We'll see, because he won't be in Tennessee next year. Going into Chicago, man. Right now, you got to give hats off to Sean Payton. I think this guy right now, when it comes down to coaching, this guy is just phenomenal. You're not gonna outcoach this guy. I think that, like you just said, G, there's only one coach in football that can coach better than Sean Payton. That's Bill Belichick. And that's because of what he's achieved as a head coach throughout his tenure in New England. But if you think about outcoaching Sean Payton going toe-to-toe, you done lost your damn mind. You're not going to outcoach him and his staff on any given Sunday. It's just not about to happen. It's just not about to happen. And what this guy is doing, he's going to beat you on third down. He's going to beat you when it comes down to making football plays. He's going to beat you on first down. He's going to beat you schematically any way you possibly look at it. If you're not getting deep plays on the Saints and not winning a turnover battle against the Saints, and you're leaving up to football plays, first and third down conversions, stuff like that, you're destined to lose. You can't leave it up to that. If you're thinking about going to beat the Saints, if you're the Jacksonville Jaguars, you got to try to create as many turnovers as possible and try to create as many big plays as possible. Other than that, you're not going to do it. This D-line is atrocious. There's 4 former first-round picks on it. 4. And they're playing lights out. Demario Davis is playing lights out. Marshawn Lattimore, the past 3 weeks, has arguably been playing like the best corner in the NFL, holding guys like Amari Cooper. Holding guys like Amari Cooper to under 50 yards, 5 catches. Mike Evans, no catches. DJ Chalk, who's been having a phenomenal first 5 games, 3 catches. LSU. 3 catches, under 50 yards. DJ Chalk has been scoring every game until Sunday. You know, it miraculously appears once these guys leave Marshawn Lattimore, they productive. You see what Amari Cooper did when he left after the Marshawn Lattimore game?
He took Green Bay up.
He took Green Bay up, over 20 yards. Mike Evans, 9 catches, over 100 yards. DJ Chalk may have a very productive week this week. You know, based upon who Jacksonville going to play. Right now, this defense has been lights out. Von Bell has been playing lights out. Even Eli Apple has not been giving up big plays.
Eli Apple's been looking good. And he had a great interception last week against Tampa Bay that got called back what it was a roughing the passer or something happened.
Right.
The way he got his head turned around and played the ball and caught it at his highest point, I was very surprised how he played that.
And Lattimore had an interception in this game. Like I said, LG Chalk to 3 catches under 50 yards and had an interception. He had a turnover. Listen, this defense to me is arguably top 3 in the NFL. It may not be top 3 statistically, but what they are doing, I know people like, I probably have the Buffalo Bills, probably rated higher than us. Some people say New England, but New England hasn't played nobody. If you start looking at this schedule, they played the New York Giants, the Redskins, the Miami Dolphins, and everybody who played.
They played the Bills.
That's the only team that has a winning record. And they have no offense to show for it. They got Josh Allen, and I don't know who else is there offensively. But if you look at who the Saints have had to play, Russell Wilson, Jared Goff.
Don't say Jared Goff. He threw for 78 yards on Sunday.
Okay.
78 yards. And you're the highest paid quarterback in the league. But carry on.
Okay. Deshaun Watson. Let me continue.
Okay.
So they're playing competitive quarterbacks. I can't say the same for the Patriots. I can't say the same thing for the Buffalo Bills. I can't say the same thing for the Chicago Bears. I can say that the Saints have been playing competitive teams, playoff teams. That Prescott, which I'm not high on, but that's where they played. At the end of the day, this defense is fundamentally sound. They have, to me, blow my mind on what they are being able to do.
Agreed.
And so when I look at this team, man, right now, to me, they're all the best team in football. I know the Patriots are the reigning champions, but what they've been able to do against the playoff competition they had to face in these first 6 weeks, to me, they're the best team in the NFL.
All right. Here we go. First of all, let's give credit where credit is goddamn due. Coach Ryan and Coach Tim, who was the defensive line and offensive line coach for the Saints, need to be up for Coach of the Year. They need to be whatever the top assistant award there is. Need to be. I'm not gonna say we have the best defense in the league because we don't. I'm not gonna say we have the best offense.
Who you give it to the Bills?
No,
Buffalo Bills.
Contrary for what you believe, motherfuckers in the goddamn New England. Proof is in the pudding. I don't give a damn. That's still, regardless of what, that's still professional players over there. So, okay, so here we go.
That's arguable.
Nah, we have the best front seven in the league, and we have the best offensive line in the league. Start on the offensive line part because I don't get too excited when I touch the defense. Offensive line. The Jacksonville Jaguars came in to the league into Sunday's game with 26 sacks. They left Sunday with 26 sacks. That's amazing. When you talking about an athletic front seven that they have, Calais Campbell, who should get a Hall of Fame notion when he decides to hang it up. Josh Allen, who I'm not even gonna lie, I thought him getting first round draft
Top 5, huh?
you know what I'm saying, honest was like crazy, but
Josh Allen came from Kentucky.
Kentucky. Oh man, him opposite of Yannick Ngakoue, oh my gosh, they getting that. But let me tell you, Teron Armstead, who's a little bit healthy now, and who understand where Teddy likes to get set up in the pocket. See, here's a big thing. When we played the Cowboys, that was only game 2 for Teddy.
That was game 2.
Game 2.
Game 2 he started. He came in the Rams game, but that's game 2 as a starter.
Yeah, game 2. So Teron getting used to where he likes to say, and that when you go up against a veteran pass rusher like a Robert Quinn, he took advantage of that. Hey, you look, I'm studying where he sets. You're getting used to where he sets. Right. Big difference. I got to tear it up. But since then, Teron Armstead's been the Teron Armstead. Ryan Ramsey. I've been telling y'all all goddamn year. I've been telling you since we drafted him. Since you hated the pick, and you talk about the man was being a welder. Look, the kid gonna come in and be phenomenal.
Quit football.
You know what I'm saying? Hey,
I was questioning his love for the game. Goddamn him.
And now love him as being the best damn right tackle in the goddamn league. Love him for that shit. Eric McCoy, what more can I say? Hey, the boy didn't give up a sack in college. He's in the league right now, dominating.
Looking like a damn veteran.
Man,
I see some commentators say they think he's probably better than Max Unger.
He is better than Max on a simple fact. He's more athletic. He's more. Look, I'm quiet as kept. If we drafted him and Unger didn't retire, Unger was gonna be your guard. We would have moved Pete. That's how good this kid is. Being 100 with y'all. All right. Over to the other side. Let me tell you something. Coach Ryan has got these guys firing off on all cylinders. The technique that's being exposed is simply phenomenal. You see every guy on each run play fully locking out. There's a reason why DeMario Davis is back there running around like a chicken with his head cut off because he's not touched. Look, and I'm gonna tell you a stat that sounds crazy 2 years later. When we drafted Anzalone, when he went out, it was a noticeable difference.
Yeah.
We've used 5 different linebacker combination, and you could not tell. You couldn't tell. You didn't know who was in making the tackle until the announcer made his name. Oh, there go Kiki Alonso on the tackle. Wait, what? Where we get him? There go AJ Klein on the tackle. Oh, he's still on the team?
Right.
There go whatever that boy lad name is. He on when we got are y'all gonna say Scott Fajita, Nate Stupar, and all the people next? It doesn't matter.
Back with that
You
one.
know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter because what we are doing is simply phenomenal. Now, I'm not taking look. Marshall Lambo is a phenomenal talent, whatever. Look, but to say to refresh and arguably, no, he's not. He's not. He you know what I'm saying? When you talk about that, Stephon Gilmore, Jalen Ramsey, Darius Slate, who doesn't get enough credit.
Heck of a corner.
You know what I'm saying? I put Lattimore in the same class with Kyle Fuller. Knocking at, can step through the door, but knocking at the door. You got to be consistent. Whether you guarding the top person or you guarding the person that they just signed off the damn practice squad, you got to approach the same thing. But why they are looking a whole lot better, you see this pass rush that we getting? We lead this league in hurries. We number 2 in sacks. It hasn't been a passing play these past 4 weeks outside of me. Like, if you take all the passing attempts, it might be 15 that a defensive lineman is not in their face. And when you're doing that, that means you don't have to blitz. So what that means? Your underneath coverage is spot on. And when you got somebody like a DeMario Davis who can cover, who can run, when you got somebody like Kiki Alonso who can run, who can cover, and can stretch the underneath defense deeper than what it's supposed to be and not be uncomfortable. Now that pass on a Lattimore, on a Eli Apple has got to be perfect. Especially now you letting Von Bell play more underneath. And you letting Marcus Williams drift a little bit deeper. Right. Now, you asking that pass 9 times 10 to be perfect. And if it ain't some type of crossing route, or unless you just got the right play called up against the right defense, you're not having success with it. Man, the rotation that we're doing, I'm telling you right now, even though you never see it done, Malcolm Brown deserves Defensive Player of the Year honors. He ain't gonna show up in the stats column, no. Yeah, and that's the problem. He sets the tone.
He been balling.
He sets the tone. When we got him, everybody was like, who is this? Why we gave him so much money?
But I saw how good he played in the Super Bowl.
You did. You did. We can go back. You go back. I saw how your exact word when we signed him. I do not see why we gave that much money to a run stuff. That's your exact word.
I told you my exact word.
We can roll back the tape. We can roll back the tape.
You said something close to it.
You roll back. Yes, you did, Fred.
I knew the guy was a former first-round pick.
Yes, you did.
I knew he was solid.
Yes, you did, Fred. Yes, you did.
Solid and thinking you felt like we should have gave him that money, 2 different things.
But let me tell you something. I knew
said that about Kamara.
I knew he could rush the play.
I said that about him.
Yeah, and you said it about Ramsey.
I mentioned it because I thought we was going to.
I thought he had no love for the game. It had nothing to do with his talent.
But, Malcolm Brown is setting the tone where we're getting pressure with just 4. You collapse in the middle. Now you're forcing them to the outside where you don't want to be. You finally took the leash off from Davenport, letting him do what he does best. The kid is an athletic freak. Let him show it. Right. Then you got Ayumada, who's an athletic freak for a defensive tackle. I didn't even mention him. Then guess what? You're getting Sheldon Rankins back. Bam. Trey Henderson ain't played in 2 weeks. He's been hurt, but guess what?
And he was balling before he got hurt.
But that shows you what Coach Ryan is doing. He has all 7 of his guys playing at an elite level. Usually, a position coach will get maybe 2/3 of his room to play like that. When you got the whole unit, no matter who goes, it doesn't matter who comes in.
And then we forgetting about the kid Granderson.
Granderson,
and then somebody else, Tubbs. Where he come from?
I have no idea.
And he looked good on Sunday.
Well, I'll tell you what,
shedding blocks.
Look, he's a Madden creator player because that's what it must.
I said, I was like, who is 99?
But
no idea where it comes
from. So that's about 8-9 people we got. We rotate.
I'm surprised because I didn't hear about Mario Edwards. I don't know where he's at.
I forgot about Mario Edwards. I don't know where he played Sunday. I saw him play,
but he's played every game. But
so that's about 10. Let's count. That's a lot of damn people on the D line. So Granderson, Mario Edwards, Malcolm Brown, Sheldon Rankins, Ayumada, Cam Jordan, Davenport, Trey Henderson, Granderson. That's 10.
That's 10 guys.
That's 10 D linemen. That's mind-boggling that we got that many people
deal with it
on our D line, and all of them is playing and making an impact.
And the thing about it is,
Crazy.
Get him.
Not the. I don't.
crazy.
The back. You could tell they're not. They're so in tune to each other that they looking back at Demario Davis. I've seen some. It was one play where I know that Cam Jordan was not in the right spot that he was supposed to be, but Demario Davis had enough trust in. Well, shit, look, he's doing. I know what he's going to give me right here, so I'm going to step to the outside of him. It looks like we don't have him in a linebacker. Guard pulls, Fournette comes, it looks like he has a crease, and boom, next thing you know, 1 yard loss. Who made the tackle? Demario Davis, because of what Cam Newton do. He read the formation, said, look, they like to pull on this play, and soon as the guard pulled, he was in his hip pocket. Fournette cuts off of Cam. The linebacker goes up to Kiko, but nobody touched Demario because he aligned himself right before the play, and boom, untouched tackle. You know, it's stuff like that, the trust. That front seven is phenomenal.
Serious.
And if you can get the back to come with the same energy
Keep playing how
that they play with, we'll have the best defense by far. But it can't be, because here's the thing. I know Mike Evans didn't get a catch. But let's look at it too. James Wilson was getting hit. He was getting hit. And like I said, that pass had to be, and it's saying something when you talking about the pass got to be perfect to a 6'5" receiver out there. Yeah. But the pass had to be perfect. No, all the balls was going over or under because he was tired of getting hit. Let me finish. Let me finish. Because you can't say somebody the best and draw. You can't draw away the first 3 games of the season. I'm sorry. That counts.
But again, it does count. But
I think he's top 5. I don't think he's the best in the league.
I say right now, I think he's playing the best.
No, nowhere near. Because like I said, name me some. This is what I'm saying, playing the best. Name me somebody on the Patriots defensive line. Okay, name somebody off the Saints defensive line. You can say a whole lot. What I'm telling you is, it's not much out over there on the defensive line. But Stephon Gilmore, whether he's playing the leading wide receiver or the worst, he's all over, and he's gonna bring a game like if he's playing like I remember Deion Sanders said it one time. Champ Bailey was one of the reason why Champ was the best, and he gave his crown to Champ simply because it don't matter if he was playing Jerry Rice or he was playing Rice's son. That was still, I ain't gonna say what he said,
right?
But he's playing him like he's Jerry Rice. You got to come in, week out. Now, the Saints have played some phenomenal offensive line. We also played some horrible offensive line. That front seven ain't changed its motive whatsoever. If the back end can dip into what the front end is doing, we will be the best. It won't be close, but until they dip in, because all right, we're playing the Bears. There's not a diamond receiver over there. What Lattimore we get? Are we gonna get the Lattimore that showed up against DeAndre Hopkins, and he didn't even cover DeAndre Hopkins the whole time.
Or the Lattimore that showed up against Mike Evans last year.
But again, right now, when you're looking at this guy and the way he is playing right now, at the end of the day,
he's playing really good the last few weeks.
He's playing really good, and I don't want to take away nothing from what he has done.
But you got to show consistency, Fred.
I'm not disagreeing with that.
Got to show that.
We're not saying that. What I'm saying is when you're looking at, he has faced the toughest competition as far as any cornerback as far as the first 6 week stretch, as far as talent.
I would have to really go back and look at it.
The Patriots haven't played anybody that's up to par as far as receiving talent. Looking at this guy.
Well, he lost to DeAndre Hopkins.
Okay, that's a top all of the top best receiver in the league.
Okay,
he didn't have a good game against the Rams either.
Nope.
No, but
okay,
explosive offense.
So that's
explosive offense. That's another premier offensive team in the league.
That's two.
Now let's go to Stephon Gilmore.
But what I'm saying is, Lattimore has to show consistency throughout the rest of the season. Like we can't. I can't sit up here. Nah, I think he's top 5. We're coming to the season. I thought he was arguably top 5, but after 3 weeks, we gonna say he the best corner in the league? No,
I'm saying right now that he is playing the best.
No, and I'm telling you,
I can't even say that. I can't even say that.
It's not even close.
Denzel Ward having a good year.
Yep.
Darius Slade. I mean, you could. We at some point. Look, trust me, Fred. I won't be biased too.
I'm not being biased. I'm just saying
you definitely being biased.
No, we're looking at the competition that he's being faced against and what he is and what's happening.
So,
because what's happening when those guys don't play the Saints, the receivers that he's playing, they're having phenomenal games after. But that also, part I can't argue.
But also too, I think you're missing a big point. They're not also playing that front seven again. That man, I don't care what nobody said. A front seven, a dominant front seven, can make the sorriest cornerback look phenomenal.
Well, I know that's why they say, I talk to NFL scouts at the Senior Bowl all the time when I go down there in Mobile, and they talk about why Alabama corners don't really be good in the league. Because when in college, they only got to guard somebody for a second. 1.2 seconds.
Yeah.
And then when you get in the league,
you got to guard somebody longer.
You don't have that same pass rush. Now you're struggling.
Yeah. Hey, to piggyback off of that, I wouldn't even use Bama. I'm going to use Florida. Bernie Hargraves, Quincy Williams. The list goes on and on, all the way back to Keanu Ratliff might have been like the last one. Joe, I give you Joe. But Florida, regardless of who was the coach, have always had a phenomenal pass rush. Yeah. Always have phenomenal. Now, it's tough to say, hey, this guy is good when you got 4 first-round picks up here. Yeah. So when you get in the league, if you're going to get drafted high, when you get into a situation where it's
different.
You know what I'm saying? And that plays a big part. When a quarterback can just go hut, doom, and now he can pick you apart rather than hut, let me get out of here and like what the Sean Washington is doing is phenomenal because he's getting pressure every
he's understanding what coverage is being thrown at him.
You know what I'm saying? But he's getting up out of it. But let's see what if he's doing that with a sorry offensive line. Just imagine what he'd do behind the Cowboys offensive line or the Saints offensive line. Man, he's putting up. He's killing that 5,000 yards.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
He's having a heck of a year. But heck of a year. He's an MVP candidate.
The same thing could be said about the secondary. If a quarterback has to throw the ball, always getting hit or always getting rushed at, look, it's been plenty of time that the Patriots have led the league in sacks, and you could not name me a cornerback outside of Ty Law. All right, let's be honest. Before Ty Law, Darrell Reeves, Akeem Talib, and all, you know what I'm saying? And that's newer generation. Name me the cornerbacks that have been part of Brady's 6 rings.
Asante Samuel.
I give you, but it was a zone. But that's one. Shit, you got to cover. That's one in one zone.
The Patriots always had really good safety play.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But that cornerback
from now Devin McCourty before then, they had Lloyd Malloy, you had Rodney Harrison.
And you could go, you can really go if let's be honest. Tracy Porter don't catch that pick. Raper Man don't do what he do. We don't know the same secondary from their Super Bowl team simply because of how many sacks we was getting up front.
Now Jabari had a solid year that year too.
I'll give you Jabari, and we got Mike McKinney later.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But we are Saints fans.
Sharper.
Raper Man.
He had a hell of a year.
Call him what he is. Raper Man.
Molly Man.
You know what I'm saying? Raper Man. Bill Cosby's son was doing what he do.
Doing what he do.
I think back to when Aaron Rodgers won the Super Bowl. Outside of Clay Matthews, who was killing that year, B.J. Raji, who was killing that year, you cannot name nobody else off that defense.
Charles.
Well,
he was playing safety.
You know what I'm saying? You can't. The cornerback was like,
I don't know if
Sam Shields.
I think Tremont Williams might have been there.
We reaching now.
This is go back to the Bucks. You know what I'm saying? And I said all that to say this. Like, don't discredit what a fucking phenomenal front four can do.
Yeah, I want to discredit that.
A pass rush can make the sorry, because it's simple. Dexter Jackson won the MVP. And
we knew he would burn you.
Larry Brown for the Cowboys.
Burn you.
Melo O'Donnell was getting so much pass rush in the field. Like, man,
look. He get the contract with the Raiders.
And they do
Bad.com.
We are a victim of Jason David. Oh, my God. Robin Mathis, Dwight Freeney, what they was doing.
Yeah.
And then Gary Bracker pushing up the middle. And then we like, oh, yeah, Jason David, yeah, he the one. He getting all the picks. He cannot hit, man. He the worst. He the worst.
Peyton showed us real quick.
Oh, that's what y'all want. Let me show you why y'all was able to get it.
I don't want this kind of pass rush by any means in the NFL. Obviously, having a pass rush, you have a dominant front four. I mean, you can go far as back and talk about that team that won the Super Bowl with the Baltimore Ravens with their front seven and what they were doing.
But I can name that secondary.
Yeah, I mean, but Rod Woodson playing safety.
Chris
McAllister. Dwayne Starks were looking decent.
Rod Woodson.
He's playing safety.
Ooh.
Baltimore.
When they won the first.
When they won the first Super Bowl, 2000.
Rod Woodson.
Playing safety. Former Pittsburgh Steelers.
I don't even remember that.
Yeah.
He got in the game?
Yeah, he was the starter.
They started defense up front was Tony Saragusa, Sam Adams, Peter Bowell, Jamie Sharper, Killer,
Ray,
Killer, Chris McAllister, Dwayne Starks, Rod Woodson, and some black
Ed Reed.
No, Ed
Reed didn't get a ring to
Ed Reed came the next year
to Ray Lewis last Super Bowl.
Right.
With
I don't know how they got past me because I really don't remember.
With Joe Flacco,
with
Mr. beat your wife up in the elevator. Yeah. Jacoby, New Orleans.
Yeah, that was that defense.
Cause that's also when I can't remember who they played. Somebody returned the kickoff and then Jermaine Lewis went right back and returned another kickoff.
They played the Giants.
So who was the? I can't remember who. Somebody from the Giants returned a kickoff. Like, that was their only points, and then Jermaine Lewis came right back and scored again. Jamal Lewis, Shannon Sharp.
I don't know who scored for the Giants. All I remember in that Super Bowl is that Brandon Stokely beat Jason Sehorn deep for a touchdown. I'm like, this is going to be bad.
Damn, man. When is there ever going to be another white cornerback? Sehorn was the one. I know that's off subject, but damn.
Yeah, the last one.
J.C. Horn had people fight, man. He black. No, he white, man.
White.
White boy that fast.
But listen, getting back on subject. Bears, Saints. I know, Coach, I know you didn't do any predictions for the game. But any score predictions. But what do you see it coming out outcome? What do you think, some of the things the Saints are going to do well against the Bears?
People might say I'm dumb. I might be dumb. Look, to me personally, I think to have success in this game, you have to sit Alvin Kamara down. You need to go at these guys 100%. Because one of the things that kind of stagnated our offense. Now, granted, Jacksonville is still a good defense, regardless of what they got going on. But one of the things that kind of stagnated, every time we gave Kamara the ball, we were waiting for something big to happen.
Right.
And he was a heavy part of our game plan going in. He wasn't 100%. It hindered us more than it helped us. Right. So I'm saying, look, you signed Latavius Murray for a reason. Let the man show what he can do. I think we've been holding Latavius Murray back more than anything because of, look, he plays the same position as Kamara. You want to get Kamara as many touches as you possibly can. And I understand it when he's healthy. Right now, take him out. The Bears just got dealt a huge blow with A.K.A. Hicks, but let's not get it twisted. That is still a phenomenal front four. Roquan Smith, Danny Trevathan. You still got that bad man Khalil Mack. Leonard Fournette is phenomenal.
Danny Trevathan.
Roquan Smith. So you got to be like, yeah, A.K.A. Hicks is somebody that you had to worry about.
Correct.
But also, you still got to block the other ones. So you got to run the ball. You got to run it. You got to run it enough because Teddy's best plays have been off of play action. You don't have to have a whole bunch of yards running, but you got to have enough attempts to where the defense got to respect it.
Right.
On the flip side, I think the Bears' offensive line doesn't scare me whatsoever. And then they lost one of their better players in Kyle Long. Now, to me, what that does, it actually weakens their offensive line. Not because Kyle Long's not playing, but Kyle Long's the one guy that they have faith in that can go one-on-one with somebody. Now, the person that you insert, you're going to have to double team somewhere. That means it's one-on-one battles everywhere else. Mitchell Trubisky's back. Okay. No, that's say that. And I haven't been following the Bears, but that defense is not the same defense that I feared last season. Simply because Vic Fangio is not there anymore.
Correct.
That was his defense. I don't know who the new DC is over there in Chicago, but guess what? He ain't Vic, because Vic had them boys playing on for nothing. You don't see the same Eddie Jackson that you saw last year. The only person that you still see playing good is Khalil Mack's going to play good. Leonard Floyd is doing phenomenal, but that's mainly because so many people. Look, that's perks of playing with a great player.
Right.
Roquan Smith is still doing good, and Kyle Fuller. But other than that's still a good, decent amount.
Right.
To me, what you're gonna have to do, you're gonna have to run the ball. This is gonna have to be the Jared Cook show. Show that you're trying to get the ball to Jared Cook, and for all these people I keep hearing saying this is the game that Taysom Hill should get more touches. Let me just tell you something. Taysom Hill get hurt, who you backup quarterback? Say again. You in a shit show. You got a guy out there shorter than Drew Brees, trying to throw the ball, who probably who hadn't really just thrown the ball. Never had to throw a ball against an NFL defense outside of gimmick plays. You until Drew come back, that's when you unleash Taysom Hill. I'm sorry. You just understand football and be smart enough before you just open mouth saying we gotta play Taysom Hill more.
I think fans are just excited. They just want to see more.
You gotta be smart. This is one of those where you gotta take off your fan hat and put on a coach's hat and be like, hey, he gets hurt. Who else we got?
You gotta think for the long haul.
Who else do we got? But to me, this is one of feed Latavius Murray. Force the try to. I don't want to say force the ball, but show that you're trying to get Cook involved to where you can get a tag in open on a slant underneath a route from Cook. You can get whoever else you put in that wide receiver, Jordan Humphrey or somebody, to where it doesn't seem like every time you pass the ball is Mike 1 and run second. You gotta show that.
I think one of the biggest things in this game, and I'll just be honest with you, I think that Matt Nagy is not going to outcoach Sean Payton. If you leave it up to football, it's not going to happen. If the Chicago Bears if they don't win the turnover battle against the Saints, I ain't talking about they got one turnover, the Saints had none. I'm talking about double turnover battle. These people they're not going to win. I'm sorry. Mitch Trubisky, like I said, he's Blake Bortles 2.0. He's bad.com. He's mediocrity.com. They signed Trey Burton over from the Eagles a couple of last season.
Battling a lot of injuries.
Battling a lot of injuries. Can't really get going with him.
Can't do nothing for me on my fantasy.
Nothing. Damn thing. Allen Robinson is the only productive offensive impact player on that team.
Anthony Miller.
Not really.
I don't know.
Not really. I mean, he's capable.
He's capable. I think he's talented enough.
But he hasn't produced this shit like talking about.
So
it's been an Allen Robinson show in the passing game.
Right. I think that's the only deep threat impact player that they really have on this team.
Oh, really? Taylor Gabriel is their deep threat, but he's been battling the hamstring.
Where the hell has Tariq Cohen been?
They've been.
Don't bring the bitch out against us.
He's a second lead receiver.
Oh, don't bring the bitch out against us.
He's a second lead receiver.
So I find it a little tough, for what the Bears can do. And again, like I said, if you're not winning a turnover battle against the Saints team, because I expect the Saints to have a turnover, and I expect they just score off the turnover. I expect we get back to that one turnover touchdown game. I think we're gonna have it again against the Bears. It's gonna be one of those cases where they're gonna be questioning their head coach because they got expectations of being a playoff contending team. And let's just keep this a band. Ryan Pace, you drafted Mitch Trubisky. If you go back to the 2 drafts ago, 3 quarterbacks got picked in the first round, and every team moved up to get him. Mitch Trubisky, which we all were like, what the hell? You
John
3.
Lynch.
Small man. Deshaun Watson, Pat Mahomes. If you're the Bears right now, and you're looking at Patrick Mahomes and what he's doing, the career that he's having. Look at Deshaun Watson. Look at the career he's having. You give him all that. Mitchell Trubisky out of North Carolina.
1 year wonder.
Listen, those are kind of decisions GMs get fired for. And right now, Ryan Pace could be on the hot seat if the Chicago Bears cannot make the play in the tough NFC North this year. Looking at the
other than that though, he's put together a nice roster together.
But you know your job can be defined at that position, G, when it comes down to the most important position in football, which is quarterback. And he moved up one spot to not get Deshaun Watson, not the guy out of Clemson who won the national championship, who was in the ACC. Not to get Patrick Mahomes, who's now won an NFL MVP, who's done over 7,000 yards in 20 games. You got Mitchell Trubisky. GMs can be defined by the kind of decision, G. And so right now, I got the Saints going in Chicago winning 24-10.
I think that the Saints are in great position to go on the road and win this game. If you look at the Bears this season, they can't run the ball. So that lets me know that they're going to come out here and be one-dimensional with Mitchell Trubisky. I am not at all concerned about that. Against the Packers, these people had 46 yards rushing. Against the Raiders, they had 42 yards rushing. And against the Vikings, which is career high on the season, they had 72 yards rushing. So, I'm sorry, none of those defenses are even coming close to the Saints defense. Wow. So, I feel real good about coming into Sunday that they're not even going to attempt to run the ball like that against the Saints defense and what we've been doing. What we got to do, we got to make sure they don't get Tariq Cohen going in the passing game. You know, getting him in space, doing little screens, motioning him to the slot, doing things like that to try to get him in space. We got to watch him. Allen Robinson, look, other than him, he's the guy they're going to be trying to get the ball to down the field, underneath and things like that. So I hope that Marshall Lattimore can have another game like he's been having the last 3 weeks against Allen Robinson. They're going to probably try to get Mitchell Trubisky out the pocket, rolling out and stuff like that. But I'm not concerned about the offense, what the Bears going to present to us on Sunday. I'm concerned about them confusing the hell out of Teddy Bridgewater. This is going to be the best defense he's seen all season. Yeah. You got to worry about 2 pass rushers coming off the edge with Leonard Floyd and Khalil Mack, who I think is the best pass rusher in the game. But what he has to do, we got to locate Eddie Jackson pre-snap. You got to locate him. He's the best ball hawk in the game, in my opinion. And with that pass rusher coming, like they got with Leonard Floyd and Khalil Mack, Eddie Jackson's going to be floating around. He's going to be floating around, roaming in the middle of the field, reading Teddy Bridgewater, seeing where he's trying to go with the ball. This guy can change the game on a snap of a finger.
Right. We
got to find him. Fuller, we know he's a pretty good corner. Mukamura, solid number 2 corner.
Solid.
Raekwon Smith, he's going to be somebody that if Kamara does play, he's going to be trying to find Kamara out there in space and follow him around. So they got the pieces to be able to control our offense. We just got to do a great job of not turning the ball over, flipping the field position, and most importantly, we got to be able to run the ball. And I actually think Kamara should play, but we should use him as a decoy. I would give him about 8 to 10 touches. Use Murray up his touches this week. Use Kamara as a decoy this week. I think, you put him in motion. You see him in the backfield, and he goes out for a flip. They're going to fly to him. They're going to flock to him. And that's where you try to get Jared Cook and other people involved. You limit Kamara's touches this week. You don't want him to get hurt for that stretch run when Drew come back and we get ready for his playoffs. So I think with all that being said, Sean Payton will come out with a good game plan to be able to at least get us 20 points in this game. So I got us winning this game 20-10.
Yeah, it is. Listen, I'm gonna read a couple of comments. I'm reading the comment. Joe Walton says, not having Kamara going to kill us in the game big time, but if our defense scores, we win the game. And I wanted to read this comment about Akeem, but he had a question a while back. He said, what do y'all think we could get A.J. Green, Emmanuel Sanders, or Dez Bryant? I know we're talking about the number going opposite of Michael Thomas. What type of number 2 receiver right now,
Well, to me, the cheapest one would be Dez because you just have to open your checkbook. But what dads are we getting?
Mm-hmm.
AJ Green also is coming off of an injury, but the talent is like, all right,
It's AJ.
to me, Emmanuel Sanders, I don't know. I wouldn't, to be honest, I would go after Devontae Parker before I go after Emmanuel Sanders, simply because he's just been in that offense.
He's been in a bad situation.
You know, so I don't. What does bringing you over to this? Because just like Colbert Fielder was like on paper, like, oh yeah, that's good, but then when you look at all the X's and O's, like, oh, you know what? Not a good look.
Not a good look.
Not a good look for Jimmy Graham. Oh,
Seattle.
I'm gonna get money. Well, we traded to Seattle. All right, I left this situation, and you really haven't heard from him, since.
He had one decent season in Seattle where he had, almost double-digit touchdowns. But outside of that, he's been kind of a disappointment since his tenure with the Saints.
Me personally, I don't think it's a good idea for us to trade for a big-name receiver or any type of receiver that we are looking to come and make an immediate impact.
Okay.
For the simple fact, Dez and Brandon Marshall talked about this. They talked about how the Saints' offense is very complex. It's not something you're just going to catch on to like that. It takes time. It might take you 6 to 7 weeks till you actually get acclimated into this offense and understand what's going on. So you gotta just put all your eggs in either Dez, who kind of knows the offense and understands what's going on a little bit, or you gotta start showing your faith in one of these other guys like Lil Jordan Humphrey. I don't think Austin Carr is capable of being a number 2 receiver.
No.
But,
Traquan Smith got to get healthy.
Traquan Smith got to get healthy. But I think Lil Jordan Humphrey, if you're going to bring him up for the practice squad, look, I feel like the Jacksonville game, we should have gave him some targets.
Right.
Sean Payton dialed something up to be able to get his confidence going. Because, and he can run 6'2.5", big hands. He had some drop issues in the preseason.
Right.
But I think if we really want to make a Super Bowl run, we got to be able to have somebody opposite of Michael Thomas that can make some plays.
And I will say this. They would have done well, kind of disguising not having a number 2 receiver. They kind of moved Jared Cook a little bit off the line of scrimmage a little bit, and they kind of got him out in some space. You saw him the first couple of weeks in the game, where he's on the line of scrimmage trying to get ways to get open, and we're not really seeing, you're not really using his athleticism. So you saw Sean Payton toward the last couple of weeks get him off the line of scrimmage, kind of use him kind of like a number 2 receiver, kind of to capacity, get him off the ball a little bit, kind of running routes, and you started seeing the past 2 games, you saw touchdowns. You ain't seen no 7 to 8 catches, so to speak, but you does see, 3 or 4 catches, 50 yards a game, and change the scoreboard. So using Jared Cook a little bit more, kind of like a number 2 option, by getting him off the line of scrimmage a little bit, has helped his offense tremendously. And we know when Drew Brees come back, that's going to help you a ton.
I would say, like, I totally agree with what you said about, like, how complex, but we also know, like, you could get guys that does something well, like i.e. a Chris Hogan.
Have certain packages.
Yeah, we know Chris Hogan is not. Guess what? He can fly downfield. He runs a hell of a go, and he runs a hell of a breaking route. You know what I mean by that, like corner post type area.
Right.
So all right, you get him in, and all right, it's a tip hand, but there's 3 routes that he runs phenomenally well. You're going to guess on one, you're going to be wrong on 2. But if seeing how teams approach that, then now that's how you get everybody else. All right, so look, I'm going to run. When I come out in a tight bunch and I send him on a post, the safety going to go with him. Well, now I could get a tag in on an out, get him the ball right now while he's moving and let him turn off field instead of trying to chunk it to him 30, 40 yards downfield and hope he get a catch.
Right.
So
what you're saying is use a guy that's situational.
A proven situational guy.
And also, man,
good point.
I think they should start trying to get Deontay Harris the ball a little more. Like little gimmick plays, speed sweeps, bubbles.
Quick screen.
Yeah.
The now pass. Putting him in a situation where, you got him stretching the defense. This guy probably runs like a full 340. I mean, he can go. So he's somebody else I think we need to use in our office because he is a hell of an athlete and he can make things happen with his legs.
Yeah.
So I think that's somebody else that Sean Payton needs to probably try to think about acclimating into this offense, into the game plan going forward. But I think Latavius Murray this Sunday, if he can get about between 15 and 20 touches, I think the Saints will be all right. And like I said, use Kamara as a decoy, and I think the Saints probably can get over 100 yards rushing. You do that, then you open up the offense even more because now the defense is worrying about the run, and now you can start hitting them with the play action. Now Michael Thomas is open underneath Jared Cook, and I think we'll be all right. But I really feel good about coming into Sunday, especially with Mitchell Trubisky coming back off injury.
Whew. Now, I'm going to read a couple of comments so we can switch gears. Ajel Richard says, not having Kamara going to ruin my fantasy. Don't ruin a lot of people's fantasy. You know?
I don't have it.
You got to think about the big picture.
And Carlton John says, that's not going to happen. I don't know exactly what he's referring to. But maybe talking about Kamara, not playing. It's probably not going to happen. I think the guy should play.
I think he definitely should play.
With the weather conditions and all that stuff, I wouldn't even.
I can understand.
To me,
because if he's on the field, you have to account for him.
But see,
that don't mean we got to use him.
But to me, this is why I think the Saints need to get to. You gotta get to a point, because I remember when we played the Cowboys 2 years ago, and first quarter, 30 hit, Alvin Kamara was knocked out of the game. Our whole offensive playbook went to trash. We didn't have no.
No, that was the Falcons when he got knocked out, the concussion. The Cowboys, he got hit by Jalen Smith, but he stayed in the game. The Falcons, he got knocked out like the first quarter, second quarter, something like that.
That's the one that Deion Jones caught the interception to win the
game.
But the whole, and now with Drew Brees, the whole offense got stagnant. To me, this is one of those good opportunities. All right, look, and this is a confidence building. Look, Latavius, you're the guy. This is what we brought you here for. All right, we're gonna let Elvis get healthy. Drew's getting healthy. Look, let's go. And it's something that the Bears are not expecting. They're expecting all right, Alvin Kamara to come out. They're expecting that. Yeah, you gotta expect. You gotta prepare for him. But think about it. That's more. You're preparing for Alvin Kamara and as a defense and back in the home front. Look, we don't even care because we're not using him.
Right.
And now that takes a lot of preparation. Then it's not that much film for Latavius Murray in the Saints offense. So now you're playing defense with both sitting on both hands because you really don't know what we're gonna give you. You don't know how we're gonna give you because he doesn't have. I think out of what this game 6 for us now, and he might have 20 touches. He might have 20 touches, so you don't.
He ran the ball good against Jacksonville.
You don't know what we gonna do. So to me, like that man, because to me it's all about the big picture. You got one more game. You got one more game after this. Then your bye week, and you get Drew back after the bye week. It's one of those. Hey, look, just take these 2 weeks off, get healthy, and when we make this run, because right now you didn't already overachieve.
Yeah, as a team, yeah.
You 4-0 without Drew Brees. Nobody. No
one thought it.
I knew we was gonna beat the Cowboys.
I thought we was gonna go 3-3.
You know what I'm saying? I knew we were gonna beat Seattle. Now, to me, everything else was a toss up because I didn't know how to gel. I knew the Cardinals, and you gotta buy. Go into your division healthy.
But this one, I'm thinking about, and you should know this because you are a coach. If y'all going to play Warren Easton, they got Ashad Cleveland. We know Ashad Cleveland is one of, or if not the best running back in the state right now, right? And y'all expecting him to play. And y'all come out first series and y'all see him not even dressed in uniform. You can't tell me, not as coaches, but your players. Now you like, man, he ain't playing. Oh, man, we good. It's just from a psyche standpoint, when you know Kamara not playing, that gives you an advantage psyche-wise, in my personal opinion, versus if he's playing, but you're not really using him, but he's on the field, and you just use him as a decoy. Now you got to account for him. And it just, mentally, I just feel like he should play because when he's on the field, you gotta account for him. And that's where I'm going with it.
To be, it's one of those like is two sides of a coin. It's still a coin, but it's all depends on because I've been in situations where we studying film and all week. Hey, we got to stop this guy when this guy's in this way. Hey, look for this guy. Look for that, and then after coming out, get ready for the kickoff. You look and you see, shit, that's number 7 over there, in his jersey and some jeans. At the end of the day, all 20 hours that we use preparing to stop 7, you can't get that back. And now I really don't know what number 3 is going. Is I really wasn't looking at 3.
Right.
So it's like it
could go both ways.
Comes out Saturday. If like especially Alvin Kamara's not playing, no matter what, you're not going to get those 45 hours that you had to prepare for back, and that whole 45 hours, you pretty much starting brand new on
game plan.
16 hours into kickoff. All right, he ain't playing, so this check when he in is off. This check. All right, cool. What's the check? Well, all right, what I'm saying? Now you really just got to double work yourself.
But at the same time, Latavius Murray has been in the league 5 years. But you know what type of back he is, and what he can do and what he can't do.
But you think but you don't know what my scheme is. You don't know how I plan to use him.
But what I'm saying is, we know they're not going to motion him out and put him in the slot like they do Camaro. We know that. We know that. Now we know he's going to use him in the screen game. We know how we know he's going to run the ball different type of ways.
Who says that they won't?
If they do, I just feel like you set them up for failure.
How we know that? How we know that? Because
if I'm a defensive court, I'm living with that. Y'all gonna put him in the slot and use him like a man. I will live with that. We deserve to lose if he kill us like that.
That's my thing. How would you know? Because no other team really used him as a passer.
But at the same time, just watching him over the years, he's not that type of back.
I'm saying, but you wouldn't know.
I would know.
Honestly, you
now in a screen game, yeah.
Honestly, you wouldn't, because if I don't have that in my, if I'm an offensive play caller, look, I'm used to eye back, this, that, and then you go to another team, and it's like, well, goddamn.
I'm pretty sure when he was with Oakland or Minnesota, if he was that kind of back,
they'd line him on the line of scrimmage.
They would have had some type of package where he did that.
Come on now, let's be honest. Minnesota.
I'm just saying they do it with Dalvin Cook
now.
But he's healthy.
Exactly
now, and that's
because he's capable.
And let's be honest, that's a whole different OC than.
I'm just saying.
That's 3 different OCs from when Latavius Murray was
in Oakland. They had Reshaw.
And how did they pass the ball to them? Them motherfuckers ran the hell of an angle route.
And Murray doesn't do that.
You don't know because you never did.
He's not that type of back, man. I'm telling you.
I would say this. I would say this. If you're gonna line Latavius Murray like in the slot,
y'all acting like we about to put Jerome Bettis out there.
I'm not saying that, but I know Latavius Murray ain't the type of back you about to be putting in the slot, throwing now passes to, throwing bubbles to, having coming on speed sweeps.
I'm not about to do all that with him. If you're gonna do that with him, and that's what he's gonna do, I'm gonna let him do it.
Yeah, and then guess what? And if he kills like that, guess what I'm gonna do? Good job,
though.
Hey, I'm gonna come in there and face my style, and I'm gonna say this is on me.
He's on me. Yep.
This is on me.
He's on me.
I lost this. I underestimated what he could do.
Hey, and then Chicago after the game, that's what the hell he gonna do. And look, my bad.
That's what I would live with. But we gotta switch gears. There was a big time blockbuster trade that happened a couple of days ago. The Jacksonville Jaguars finally traded Jalen Ramsey. He gets shipped out. He's going to Los Angeles Rams. Obviously, the Rams traded Marcus Peters to Baltimore. I think they ended up trading and getting a linebacker in return.
Kenny Young from John Curtis from New
Orleans. In that trade, did the Rams pay too much for Jalen Ramsey?
Hell yeah.
Did they? Hell yeah. Man, they could be getting people 2 first-round picks and a 4th-round pick. Man, you done lost your damn mind. Y'all think this man Deion Sanders or something? Don't get me wrong. I think Jalen Ramsey is phenomenal. I think he is top 2, or if not the best corner in the league, depending on who you're talking to. But he is not going to make that much of a difference to where I'm giving him I'm going to give his team 2 first-round picks and a fourth. I'm sorry, it ain't going to happen.
And you ain't got him under contract?
Thinking, you still got to pay him. And you know how some teams make a deal like this, and you know, like, oh, that's what they needed to get to win the Super Bowl.
That wasn't their case.
That wasn't their case. Y'all got offensive line problems. y'all franchise player and Ty Gurley can't stay healthy. So that's not the issue. You can have a good defense and all of that, but y'all are struggling on offense. Y'all are looking abysmal. So that's the issue. So I just think the price was too steep for that. They shouldn't have made it. And they gonna find themselves wishing they didn't do that when they find themselves not even in the playoffs or losing in the wild card round.
I go a step further. Not only do you have offensive line problems, but you gotta look at this from a cap position. I mean, this season does it look good? Yeah, but we all know that Jalen Ramsey is going to be the highest paid cornerback coming next year. You traded 2 first-round picks in the 4th. So what you're sitting with is when you make that kind of trade, that kind of cost, you're telling that whatever blank check that he wants, because the top paid corner in the NFL is Xavier Howard at $15 million. You think Jalen Ramsey ain't going to want more than that? You're ridiculous. You're already paying Ty Gurley. He's under the cap next year for $17 million. Jared Goff, kicker, comes in at $4 million next year. Aaron Donald comes in at $25 million next year. So
they got 3 people. They about to have 4 people on their team. That's the highest paid player at their position.
Brandon Cooks comes in at $16 million next year. So when you start adding all these contracts up, who do you gonna have to release come next year? Because you only got $30 million of cap money, and this guy here, Jalen Ramsey, is gonna want a good piece of that. So how can you put your team together when guys like Ty Gurley are not healthy, not performing? Jared Goff is looking like whatever you just paid him, he doesn't like he deserved it. You should have waited. Aaron Donald's Aaron Donald. I mean, Brandon Cooks, solid player. But when you start looking at all these numbers, what you talking about? You got to release, Michael Brockers? You talk about, not re-signing Fowler? You got to start thinking about your team as a whole. And when you start looking at all this, I don't understand when you make that kind of trade for a corner, a guy who doesn't get you over the hump. But 2, the reality is you can just not throw to him. So you about to pay a guy arguably $17, $18, $20 million a year.
Well, he about to break the bank.
He about to break the bank. Yeah. And teams can say, you know what? I'm going to go attack this guy. A team to leave's a free agent. I'm going to just go attack this guy. And he could be a non-factor at $20 million. So I don't understand.
This is one of the stupidest deals
I've seen in a long time.
This is one of the stupidest deals.
That's the part that, to me, it mind-boggled me.
If this was Kansas City,
can understand.
Because Kansas City, you add him to their defense.
Because their defense is...
Now you like, shit, they might be the Super Bowl favorites now.
Right.
Okay?
Correct.
But I just don't get it with the Rams. Y'all got issues on the offensive side of the ball with your offensive line. What the hell you thinking about? Jared Goff is making some bad decisions. He threw for 78 yards on Sunday. That is like...
And that's a testament because they can't run the ball. Not saying that he's not playing poorly, but they can't run the ball.
I mean, my son could have did better than that.
I agree. What's your take, Coach?
This was the dumbest move I've seen
in
professional sports. In probably about the past 10 years. It's been because to me, you make that type of if the Saints did that, I say okay. I'm biting the bullet. Look, we about to lose Drew. But I'm saying all right, we all in. You showing me. Look, we close. This just put the icing on the damn cake. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about, and I like icing. You know what I'm saying?
I like red velvet icing.
You know what I'm saying? So you just tell me, oh, shit. It's like you giving me gumbo right now.
Right.
And then you come in with a whole platter of king crab legs. I'm like,
right.
My nigga. This how's going on?
It's going on.
To me,
you cutting up.
Yeah. To me, this is like I don't. This is why I say this is like the stupidest, one of the worst professional moves ever. To me, I don't see how this made them any better.
That's what I'm saying.
That's my thing.
Because
that's what I'm saying.
With that front 7, it doesn't matter. Look, you was getting by with Nobody know who the other cornerback was. People forgot Marcus Peters was still in the league. Nobody can.
He's been playing bad this year too.
Nobody can still name your safeties. So it's like
Eric Weddle, Christian.
Josh Johnson still there?
I know Christian, the other starter.
You know what I'm saying? But my no, that's the guy. That's the linebacker. But what that front seven is able to do at any given time is like, okay, look, that's not your. Now, you do that same trade and you tell me, like, let's say Tyron Smith is healthy, and you made a deal and get Tyron Smith. I say, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Look, they
Now
play
you got
for
him
real.
and Big Whitworth.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Okay. You trying to show up some things, and you making moves for the future because you gave up future, but this is somebody who's under contract in that future.
Correct.
So you giving up an unknown commodity for something proven. I'm not about to give up all that for a damn rent, because it's not. You can say what all you want. There's no guarantee that this guy resigns with you. What if his heart is elsewhere? What if, let's say, I hope that God is not, but let's say he, you know what? I want to play for. I love it. I've always been a Cowboy fan. At the end of the day, I was always gonna go to the Cowboys. So now you made this move.
I don't think they would have made that move without having a talk with his agent. Him and his agent ain't like getting confirmed.
But see,
I'm signing back with y'all.
But that's illegal.
I'm tampering this at all time high.
You know what I'm saying? But
Everybody do it.
But my thing is, I'm not about to put myself in that position. Two, right. I'm not about to give. If I know you're gonna sign with me, why trade for you? If that's the case, why even trade for you? Because
they obviously must think they got a chance to win the Super Bowl.
But my thing is that won't help you. That won't help. This is what's gonna happen. He's gonna line up on the best receiver. Okay. That whole week in practice, you're saying, all right, look, 2s, 3s, it's your time to shine, baby, because this is what we gonna do. All right, we gonna sit. Let's say we play the Saints. All right, Mike Thomas, you ready to go all damn day? Coach, you know I'm running goals. You gonna run today? Okay, run the damn go. We got 3 seconds to get the ball off. So we about to run shallows, quick slants, and all that good shit.
Crosses.
But guess who? Mike, look, I'm not looking at you, baby. Look, you know what? I'm gonna give you a bubble screen so you can keep your consecutive game catches going.
Right. And
I'm not looking at you ever again. Understand it? You cool?
So you don't think Michael Thomas can win his matchup against Ramsey?
Cash that check.
So you basically saying you don't think Michael Thomas can win his matchup against Ramsey?
I've only seen one person when he's healthy give Jalen Ramsey a traditional battle, a good battle. That's DeAndre Hopkins, and that's simply because he could go anywhere on the route tree. Yeah, and at least now I'm not saying that he can't, but what I am saying is, I don't know what the hell I'm saying. I'm trying to think of a way to phrase this shit, and I can't even phrase it. I'll tell you what, because this is what I'm saying.
Oh my God!
Honestly, this is what I'm saying. It's one of those situations where he know Mike not fast enough.
Yes.
So he's gonna line, and he's a cerebral player. He's gonna line up on the inside, say, if you gonna catch, it's gonna be where you're not comfortable at. You're not gonna catch where you come. And see, that's why I say DeAndre gave him the most trouble because I'm comfortable everywhere. Because you play me short, my route is good enough to get me up there, and I have the speed that even if you trail him, if you my hip pocket, if the quarterback leads me, I got the speed to take this and go. Mike, I love him dearly, but when he catch that bitch in open field, it's like that dump truck trying to go from third to fourth.
He ought to break down, huh?
You know what I'm saying? He gonna downshift before he upshift.
He was like 6 in yards at the catch last year. No,
yeah, but he didn't play Jalen either. I'm saying.
I personally think
because
if they win against each other if he had 10 targets against Jalen Ramsey, he would win 4 of them.
not good enough for 100
I'm taking 40%.
I'm not.
That's arguably the best corner in the game.
I understand. I'm paying 100 mil. I want.
So what about half?
80
What about half?
I want 80. No. But I'll give you half. But I just think back to when I watched somebody be physical that didn't have the gifts that Jalen Ramsey had.
I'm talking about Byron Jones.
Yeah, last year. I'm like,
you giving problems.
And look, Byron is an athletic freak, but let's fake. Let's be 100% honest.
He don't have the speed.
That's not his, and that's not his position. He's playing now just because of college. Look, there's no need for a safety in our defense. So let's get you. You know what I'm saying? Let's get you busy here. Jalen, that's his position.
That's what he do.
And you know, and then two, he's built up that mantra of the quarterback's not gonna look over here unless I have a Hopkins.
Previously to Antonio Brown when he was playing.
Because what they would do was they didn't let him go on the outside against him, put him in a slot. Now I can throw picks and all this other stuff. I can run it behind a line of scrimmage. I can make you work.
Right.
Ain't no workout. Ain't no room for you to work out here. It's only one way. It's only two ways you go: inside or out, and up. And you're not gonna beat me up.
The only guy who beat him like that was Hopkins. That's the only guy.
And that's proven. That's factual. Watch highlights. It's one of those it's one of those barbershop talks. Like, man, what if? Yeah, what if? But like, when you go to, as much as I dislike and can't stand Mayweather, when you throw his numbers at me, say, hey, he Kelly Robinson, baby, 42-0. As much as I can't say, as much as I say and that will be my honest opinion on him to I leave this earth. Yeah, I think he dodged the big fight. I think he dodged the prime ones. He picked and choose the ones he had the upper hand on. But you know, that's it. But at the end of the day,
49-0 is 49-0. I can't count the.
I can't count the what ifs.
Gotta count what happened. 49-0. I ain't counting Conor McGregor. Conor McGregor wasn't a boxer. You know, so to me, he's 49-0.
Right. You know what I'm saying? but that's at the end of the day. And I can sit here and say, hey, man, Michael Thomas could eat Jalen Ramsey alive, but I'm sitting there and it's like I believe we're consistent saying that DeAndre Hopkins is a better receiver. Now it ain't by
much.
It ain't by much, but better is still better.
Yeah, he does.
You know, so he's a better receiver than Mike, and that's the only one that gave him that work. And the things that DeAndre does that Mike is that he's better at than Mike is what gave him the advantage.
Right.
That's just, and you know what I'm saying. That's just
looking at it. But my thing is, when you look at the Rams and you look at the situation, I'm saying to myself, you traded so much for a guy, and that it doesn't fit what you're trying to do. And this guy going the Brinks truck. I mean, you got O-line problems. I could see if you was calling the Redskins, you're trying to get the left tackle out of there, the one guy out of there. Trent Williams. Yeah. I could see if you try to trade for Trent Williams. Now, granted, I wouldn't trade 2 first-round picks for Trent Williams. But I can understand the move if you're trying to address your offensive line issues.
I can see you getting sexy that way.
I can see you getting down. But the thing for Rams, I'm saying to myself,
it's like bringing a big booty girl to Magic City.
Yeah, why?
They gotta be. And I already, I didn't pay to get here, so I already paid for the other big booty girl, and I'm about to, and I had to buy you a plane ticket, put you up in the hotel room, feed you. You ain't want Burger King like you do when we in the city. You want Papa-Nos and stuff now because we out here.
I will say this though. I will say this.
Now you can't have too many big booty chicks. Now I will say that.
No, I will say this. I'm just happy that he ain't even got that in New England. I'm not happy he ain't even in the Patriot uniform. I'm telling you now, they steal deals. If he'd end up in New England somehow, somewhere,
New England not that stupid to giving people 2 first-round picks.
They ain't stupid, but they knew he wasn't gonna resign with them. You ain't gonna do all this stuff. Listen, I'm gonna get your 5th-round pick, and God knows a 1st-round pick for 23rd or something. They took it. I don't know. He didn't end up in New England. He ended up in New England where you got Stephon Gilmore and Jalen Ramsey. Why are we watching NFL football? Why?
We still would have beat him.
Why?
We would have beat him.
So, with the 49ers and the Patriots being the only 2 undefeated teams, and the 49ers being in the same conference as the Saints, are they the best team in the NFC?
No.
As of today?
No. It's still the Saints. I like what the 49ers have done defensively. I like what they did with Nick Bosa. I like Bruckner, what they're doing. I like what they're doing defensively. But offensively, I'm still not sold. Jimmy Garoppolo is still bottom 15 in the NFL at the quarterback position. Matt Breida has done some good things. Terry Coleman has done some things at the receiver position, for them. But their receiver position is atrocious. Their best playmaker is George Kittle. I mean,
Don't get it twisted now. He's the second best tight end in the league.
you're not going to disagree. Now, problem is, he's their best playmaker as far as a pass catcher. The receivers, I have no threat whatsoever at the receiver position. That includes Marquise Godwin. He's a speedster, but there's no threat here at all. They are playing very well as a team, and you got to give them that. Kyle Shanahan and John Lynch have established an identity of what the 49ers want to be. They want to be a very good, tenacious defensive team. All credit to what they have done for their identity. Their offense is going to catch up to them. They're not going to just hold teams to under 20-some points every goddamn game. At some point, they're going to score some points. Haven't seen it yet, but the time is coming. And when the time comes for the San Francisco 49ers, they got to go out here and score 35 points to win a goddamn football game. I'm here to tell you, you got to see what Jimmy Garoppolo got to do. And that's when everything going to come on loose. So, no, they're not the best team in football. Because to me, they don't have the best coaching. They're still not the best third down team. Their offense is still limited. I love what they can do defensively. But overall, and they haven't played the best competition. The Saints have. So, to me, the Saints are still the best team in the NFC.
I think that the 49ers are the third best team in the NFC behind the Saints and the Packers. But I'm going to tell you something. The 49ers are no joke. Listen, take them people serious, especially on the defensive side. They have some studs on the defensive side of the ball with DeForest Buckner, Solomon Thomas, D. Ford, Nick Bosa, Quine Alexander been playing out his mind. Sherman looking like the Sherman of Seattle. Right. Jimmy Ward, I've been very impressed with him at the safety position. They look really good on the defensive side of the ball. They blitzing, they covering, they a great tackling team. They are legit on defense. On offense, yeah, Jimmy G, that's the question mark. Can he win you a game when it comes down to the nitty-gritty against these good teams when they get ready to get to the playoffs or into the divisional game when you play against Seattle and the Rams?
Right.
Marquise Goodwin.
They did beat the Rams.
They beat the Rams.
Right. Well, I'm going to say you got to play him again. Marquise Goodwin, that's your number one receiver. I personally don't think he's the number one receiver, but he poses a threat because he's the fastest man in the NFL. No cap. Dante Pettis is a good possession receiver. We know about Kittle when they Jerzik, they fullback. But I'm gonna tell you what impressed me about the 49ers too. First of all, I think Kyle Shanahan has one of the best. Is the next best play caller after Sean Payton in the league. He probably has the most swag. You see him on the sideline with the fitted cap.
He got swag.
Yeah, like he got swag with him. I like his little persona. And the fact that they won.
You think he's a better play caller than Andy Reid?
Yeah. Andy Reid's not the play caller. Eric Billman.
Yeah, but you know everybody gonna say that. But I think Shanahan, if you see the plays he's dialing up for the 49ers, he's calling some great plays. It's just that Jimmy G is not executing them like he needs to be.
Gotcha.
Okay? And the fact that these people won that last game without their 2 starting tackles, that was very impressive. So I think the 49ers are to be taken very serious. They are somebody that you don't want playing the playoffs because they have a legit defense. Right. And with Terry Coleman coming back, he looks great.
Right.
Matt Breida and Morzak, and then they still don't even have McKinnon back yet. They got 4 really good running backs, and they have a really good offensive line. So I think that could propel them throughout the season to be able to run the ball, be a run-first team, and then Kyle Shanahan going to be able to dial some things up to get somebody like George Kittle and Marquise Goodwin matched up on somebody where he can win his matchup down the field. So with that being said, I think the 49ers are to be taken very serious. I don't think they're the best team in the NFC. I got them behind the Saints and the Packers. But they are somebody I would not want to play in the playoffs.
What you think, Coach Ian?
They're the second best team in the league.
You think they're better than the Packers?
Yeah. Packers ain't got I don't trust the defense.
Their defense been playing good, though. Their defense have surprised me.
But
they get a turnover.
But dog, their defense been really impressive the last, damn near all season. They impressed me against the Cowboys. Who they played last week? The Lions. They impressed me against the Lions. Held Matthew Stafford to no touchdowns. Their defense been playing pretty good with a bunch of no names.
They secondary is legit. That front seven though. To me, and that's when it's all. Because they beat the Cowboys, but the Cowboys beat them up. The Cowboys had the Cowboys offense got rolling right off the back, like they still playing right now.
Right.
That's just what it is. To me, outside the Rams, they really haven't played nobody, so you don't know what they're gonna do.
Right.
But
It's the NFL though, man. You're 5-0. It's 5-0.
yeah, that's true. But
Any given Sunday.
I've been ringing this bell for a long time. You used to always call me crazy for it. Man, the way they've been drafted, they got
John Lynch.
I give it to them. They got one side of the ball straight first. They got that offensive line straight first, and then they was getting defense. DeForest Buckner, first round pick.
Yeah.
Solomon Thomas, first round pick.
Nick Bosa.
Nick Bosa's a first round pick. And they got another kid, Eric Armstead, is a first
Forgot
round
about
pick.
Armstead.
Is a first round pick. Then you trade for D Ford, so they and they all can
Sign Quan Alexander.
They can win one-on-one battles.
Sign Sherman.
You're getting something out of Sherman.
Sherman look good.
Jimmy Ward
Jimmy Ward been balling.
Homegrown.
And I thought Jimmy Ward was going to kind of, the way his career's turning out, like I thought he's looking like a bust. But because he's been moving, he's never had that position. He's been moving to safety, been moving to corner, been moving him all over the place.
They got him in a good position.
But it goes back to what I've been saying earlier about the Saints. When you got a phenomenal
that front.
When you got a phenomenal front, man, give that, because see, it's one of those. Is Sherman really playing good, or the ball is coming in? Like I looked at some of the interceptions he had. He's not in the back pedal or nothing. It's like up the ball. And then the ball, you can tell.
Now he made a good play against Baker Mayfield.
Yeah.
He high pointed it. He made a good play against Baker Mayfield. He read that.
But I think he got 3 interceptions. A 2 for sure that I see. Like the receiver is still in his route, but the
ball is out.
Bosa was coming from the outside, and D4 is coming from the other side. And the quarterback, you know what I'm saying? It gotta go, because if I'm not even at my 7th step, and they're here, the ball gotta come out, and Sherman just, thank you kindly. He can play the ball. Yeah,
Right.
He'll always have that. You know what I'm saying? But what happens to when they meet an offensive line that can handle it? Now, there ain't too many out there that can handle it. But what happens when you meet an offensive coach that can scheme for that? Mm-hmm. Look,
You gotta have a personnel to scheme for it.
What I'm saying? That's true. But I've seen teams with less personnel, overachieve before. You know what I'm saying? Any given Sunday. But to me, man.
Now before we go, LSU, man.
Thank you.
LSU.
Give my damn team some damn props.
LSU. Shit, it's been looking really good. Hell of a win against Florida.
Really good.
42-28 on Saturday night.
No sacks.
We gotta touch on that.
No sacks.
Listen, let's just keep this for real. LSU's the number 1 team in the country. Let's just talk about this season and this season alone. I know Clemson is the defending champions. We know Alabama has a history, with Nick Saban and what they do season after season. But I'm just talking about this season and this season alone. They're the most battle-tested team that have played. They went to Texas in Austin and dominated. They played Florida at home, battle-tested team, and won in fashion. This team has put up 40, 50 points per game. Didn't matter where they're playing at.
58.7, get it right.
They're dominating on the offensive end. You're looking at the receiving core. You're looking at Joe Boris, looking at the Heisman Trophy. The stats that he's putting up right now. This team is the number 1 team in the country. Now, granted, they still have, you got Mississippi State. I don't look ahead to don't look past Mississippi State. Then you're gonna have Auburn. Then you do have Alabama. Then you have Alabama. But as of right now in college football, LSU is my number 1 team in the country. To me, I saw Clemson almost lose to North Carolina. And that was a very close game. Mac Brown coached a hell of a game in that game. I almost saw them lose. Alabama has only played Texas A&M. That's the only competitive team they've played up to this point. There's no Dylan Moses. Defensively, they kind of
giving them some points.
They're giving up some points. Now, offensively, you got Tua, you got Ruggs, you got Jerry Jeudy, we got Devontae Smith, we got Waddle. Talented offense. One of the most talented offense in the country. But defensively, they're getting up a lot of plays. And so, right now, when I'm looking at LSU, top to bottom, they're the best team in the country. They should be ranked number 1. This should not be about what Clemson did last year and being the previous national champions and they haven't lost a game, I saw them almost lose to North Carolina. And right now, I have not seen a team that LSU has played on the road or at home that should be better than them. Right now, they're ranked number 1 to me.
I'm gonna say it like this, and I've been saying it for like the last 2 weeks. Joe Brady about to get that bag. Joe Brady about to get a big bag. When I say a big bag, like a big bag. And
He ain't going nowhere.
if LSU AD is smart, he should be trying to work out some negotiations with him right now.
He ain't going nowhere.
All right. I hope you're right.
I know, right?
Because
I would like him up north.
he gonna be a hot name at season's end. This man really revolutionized this whole offense. Have we ever seen LSU offense look like this? Even when they won the Natty. I don't remember it. But Joe Brady has turned this offense into a juggernaut. I mean, Joe Burrow is probably the leading candidate to win the Heisman right now. I mean, he played phenomenal on Saturday. 21 for 24, 293 yards, 3 touchdowns. He only has 3 interceptions on the year. Joe Burrow has turned.
Two that he really drawn one. Daddy.
Right. Joe Burrow is now looking like a first-round pick. Last year we were talking about could he even get drafted? And that's a testament to Joe Brady and what he has done with this offense. Kyle Edwards-Helaire, I'll be the first to say I underestimated him. I said before the season I thought he could not be the starting lead back and the LSU could be successful with him as their lead back. Man, was I wrong. His lateral quickness and his jump cutting the hole is just been incredible. Did you see that dead leg on Saturday? Yeah. At midfield, he put on that safety and then got out of there. Kyle Edwards-Helaire, you proved me wrong. You had a phenomenal game, 134 yards, 2 touchdowns.
100 in the first half.
Yeah, and then they had 218 yards total rushing on the game. And that's a really good Florida defense. Justin Jefferson and Jamal Chase. Can't say enough about them. Combined for 250 yards and 3 touchdowns on Saturday. I mean, these 2 guys are for sure going to be playing on Sundays. And then you ain't even got Terrence Marshall into the fold right now. He's going to be back in about a week or 2. That's impressive. The goal line stands on Florida when they try to run speed option. The way they played that was just, I mean, you can't play it no perfect.
Right.
That was a testament of just understanding what was coming and play recognition. They played that. You can't play it no better than what they did.
Right.
I think that what LSU has to do, if they really want to beat Alabama and hold up that national championship trophy in the end, they're going to have to get more of a consistent pass rush. Chase, I know he's just coming back off the injury, but they're going to have to find a more consistent pass rush. I think that's something that they're lacking right now on the defensive side, and their secondary is struggling because of it. You got these guys defending people more than they're accustomed to in the previous years. And that's why LSU defense was so dominant in the previous years, because they was getting a consistent pass rush. If they can get a consistent pass rush, you're going to see Stingley taking it the other way. You're going to see Fulton, like what he did, even though he got called back, taking it the other way. Now you can get Delpit being able to lurk and roam around a little more like he did last year. You get a consistent pass rush, I promise you, LSU will be holding up their national championship trophy. They're that good. Right now, my top 4 teams is LSU in this order: 1, Clemson; 2, Ohio State; 3, Bama; 4. Bama, I don't think their defense is going to be able to stop LSU. Not saying the LSU defense is so damn great either, but I think LSU defense will be able to get a few stops before Bama defense get a few stops. And I think that's going to be the deciding factor. Clemson ain't going to play nobody the rest of the season. I mean, they schedule is atrocious. Ohio State, they got Penn State and Michigan. I don't see them losing to either one of them. So I think we in for a hell of a 14 playoff. I can't wait to see these 4 teams make it.
You got to figure they probably had the Big Ten championship. They probably play Wisconsin. Possibility.
Yeah, but I think they win those games.
Right.
But with all that being said, LSU is the number 1 team in the country, in my mind, top to bottom. Even though their defense hasn't been looking like it, we know they got the personnel and the studs on that side of the ball to be able to overcome what they've been doing. And then we got to also think about this too. When you got an offense that's scoring like this, defense ain't getting that much rest on the side. Okay, so we got to understand this is not the LSU of old where they run the ball. Now your defense get some time to be able to get their breather.
They're on the field more.
So I think that's playing a slight factor into why the defense is giving them some points too. But LSU is the number 1 team in the country in my mind, and they did the most battle tested and just going on the eye test.
How dare y'all talk about LSU and not let the LSU guy go first? How dare y'all? First of all, kudos to Coach O. First of all, I don't think Coach O is getting the respect that he deserves. You keep hearing Joe every time you hear about LSU. You hear Joe Brady. You hear Joe Burrow. First of all, let's not forget who went and got Joe Burrow. All right. 2, who went and got Joe Brady. All right. That's just get a man the respect that he deserves. All right. 3, let's talk about the game Friday night. First of all, Saturday night. Hell of a job of getting Clyde Edwards-Helaire early, getting the ball early, because everybody knew they were keying in on Justin and Jamal, getting him going early. That made you loosen up. Second, tip the hat where the hat need to be tipped. The fucking 5 offensive linemen who did not give up a sack against 2 first-round caliber guys that was coming after him. All right. 3, Jamar Chase eating C.J. Henderson, who was supposed to be the best cornerback in college football, eating him alive. Matter of fact, it looked like they were playing draw up catch. What he was doing to him, and it's crazy because when the season started, I remember we were talking about this before the season started, and I told y'all how I felt. I'm like, man, whatever. And I said, all right. And they started rolling like, okay. And to see what Terrence Marshall was doing, and Terrence Marshall was by far the best wide receiver in the beginning of the season.
Production-wise.
Yeah, production. He got hurt, and now you see the other. What you think will happen once Terrence come back?
Trouble.
What you think? Now it's 3 people that everybody got to worry about.
And we see what they did
with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. 5 when Daddy's Moss really gets it going, because you can see it slowly.
And when have we ever seen LSU use their tight end?
Not since Robert Roy.
Long time ago.
True. One of the key things too, and I credit David Randall for saying this. I didn't prepare like I normally prepared because I thought Trask was injured and we was going to get a certain look. So he played soft in the first half. Mm-hmm. No pass rush, no nothing. Just staying with threes consistently. Like, came out and he made, and the adjustment that he made. It's not like he was bringing 5 or 6. He just brought 4. But it was how he brought the 4. Flashing Brooks sometime. Dropping Chase on sometime. Bringing Divinity sometime. Bringing Phillips. It was the different angles that were coming. Now, Trask, who was looking like the start of the whole year, started looking like what he really was. Then goddamn headlights. And you got that rolling. Hey, look, it was good for Stingler to start getting beat. It was good because he was just going out there playing. It looked too easy for him. It was like, man, hell no. Good for him to start, but it was good for the defense to see him like, all right, I got knocked down a couple of times, but look what I came back. Got a big pick. I think Grant played his best game all season. Showing the range from being 15 yards back to coming up and making a tackle for no loss. Flying over, almost had a phenomenal interception. Yeah. Christian Fulton was playing phenomenal. And then I'm going to tell everybody, just wait till LSU defense get healthy. You're in trouble. Rashard Lawrence is playing about 65% right now. Glenn Logan just coming back. He's probably about 65% right now. That bye week is going to do them so much good. And I know it's 2 weeks away, but it's going to do them so much good. Chase on starting to get his form, and he's starting to get more and more consistent pressure. Man, when that D-line comes back, but the good thing, like, Tyler Shelvin's shown that he's unblockable.
And he's in shape now.
He's unblockable. It's been consistent. It's not a center that has been able to handle this guy right now. It might be just one center in the league in all of college football, and that's Humphrey at Oklahoma, who might be the best offensive lineman, period, regardless of position in college football. But to get to see this Aka start playing a little bit, to see Neil Farrell, who's had all the talent in the world, but just been hurt. hurt, to see him start going, to see Justin start getting some play.
Justin.
93. Justin, I know his first name is Justin. I be around it so much. That's probably I know. But they see him. They start to use him like a Davenport type role. You see him on for shows passing out. He's the guy that lines with the nose. He's moving around a little bit. To get Mike back healthy will be huge. And once you get the full-fledged LSU defense out there, oh my God, it's over with. Because you can let the offense go fast, and your twos have played just as much as your ones have played now because of all the injuries, and not miss a beat. They can start you off a series, and hell, they might start and finish it for you, depending on how fast you go. And then what this is doing is now you can't think and dunk and play LSU no more. You used to feel like, all right, we can go 3 and out, we can go 6 and out. You know what I'm saying? Now you gotta score, and field goal is not enough no more.
No,
now it's pressuring you because now you read the headlines just like everybody else. That's the opposing quarterback. I gotta make the big play. Oh man, we down 14-0. I gotta start trying some stuff. To me, and I think that was one of the key things that happened to Bama in the last national championship. Once they got down, Tua just forget the offense. Look, we gotta scope, and he started chunking that thing. And that's where all the turnovers come. If we get up like this on Bama at Bama, you're gonna see the old Tua real quick. I got 3 wide receivers too. I'm gonna launch it. Let's see who can stop it. But it's a permanent part of us. And Joe Brady, man, can't wait to see year 2 in his offense because the contract is already set and dry, baby. Just gotta, by LSU standards, just gotta wait till the bowl season for him to sign. He ain't going nowhere.
I hope you're right.
man.
And don't hope for us. You worry about what Michigan doing. I don't want y'all nowhere near my team.
No, I'm still a Wolverine till I die.
I ain't jumping on a bandwagon. I'm just giving props when it's due.
I don't want y'all nowhere. Y'all talk to the doctors.
Nah, not at all. I just give him credit where credit is due. Right now,
we ain't gonna never see no offense like this ever. Been waiting on this goddamn so we had Rohan David. Shit.
Been that long, huh?
Man.
It's understandable, man. Right now, to me, like I said, man, LSU the best team in the country. Probably followed by Clemson, Ohio State, Alabama, Oklahoma, and really, I'll probably nudge and maybe give Wisconsin the nudge over Oklahoma right now, just because what I'm liking, what I'm seeing from Jonathan Foster and what they're doing as a team.
They're not going. But the problem is Oklahoma's is in the same boat as Texas now. They played. As Clemson, they played a tough game. Now they about to skate.
Yeah.
They played a tough game. Now they about to skate. It's gonna be tough to say an undefeated Big 12 can't get in there. What it is.
It is what it is. Before we wrap up the show, we got end this real quick. We do have to give you our notion on the top 5 high schools for this week. We're gonna do this really quick because we got to wrap up this show. G Sports, you want to go ahead and start with your list?
Yeah. Number 5. I'm gonna start with Endicott.
Still in your rankings, huh?
They number 5. They got back. They got back to their winning ways. They went up to the Wasserman and won 42-21. I think the score was. Mm-hmm. I don't see them losing anymore the rest of the way. They should run the table the rest of the way and probably end up with a number 3 seed in 4A, and have a great shot to 4P this year in 4A. Rummel comes in at number 4. These people have just been playing lights out. I think they had their 3rd shutout on the season. They beat Brother Martin 30-0 on Saturday. Yep. Very impressive. I love it. I love what Coach Monica is doing over there. He is just taking his team from J. Rod and just took it to another level. Mm-hmm. So I got the number 4. Number 3, I got Calaban Rouge. Calaban Rouge went down at the same time as Mo. Got a big win. I think they're in prime position to meet up with Curtis in the championship. That's going to be a box office game. Number 2, I got St. James. They won't win. They won't lose another game the rest of the season. They beat 2 5A opponents in East St. John, Destrehan. Then you beat your rival, Lutcher. Then they beat a tough 4A opponent in Assumption, who was undefeated. St. James just looking lights out. They got studs all over the field. I see them winning 3 if they don't have any letdowns. So I got them at number 2. Number 1 is John Curtis. These guys is just gonna run. They're gonna run the table. They won't see another match another team that can match up with them into the championship when they pick Cadillac. So that's my 5 teams. Curtis number 1, St. James number 2, Cadillac Baton Rouge number 3, Rome number 4, and Nicole at 5.
Still got Nicole in the ring.
Yeah. I mean, I think they gonna win 4-8.
And I'm being biased.
Just saying.
Coming in at number 5, I got Hornville. Hornville creeping their way up in the ranks, and they beat Thibodeau. It was a big time matchup they played past week. They 6-0. Hornville is doing some great things. I know they got a hell of a D line. They got a kid, I think.
Donald Freeland committed to Houston.
Mm-hmm. Heck of a season. I think he got 11 sacks in the season. So far, having a stud of a season for him. So I got them coming in at number 5. I still got St. James. St. James comes at number 4. Stellar team. Really gonna run through it. This team here, like I said, top to bottom, they can match up with any team in the state. It doesn't really matter where they play at. Right. St. James, what Coach Valdez is doing is phenomenal. You got to put them at number 4. Number 3, John Curtis. To me, they've been impressive all year long, but to me, I haven't seen them play real great competition so far. Besides at Nicole week 1, but besides that, they haven't. They played Judgment.
The team from Georgia out there in Shreveport.
Yeah, they played the team out of state, but to me, they haven't really played really stiff competition yet. So to me, they're coming in number 3. To me, Rumble comes in number 2. Okay.
That's arguable.
Rumble comes in at number 2. You shut out Brother Martin. You shut out Rustin, and you shut out
the team in North Carolina.
Yes, and you shut out Shaw. So they had 3 straight consecutive shutouts in a row. So to me, they come in at number 2, and Baton Rouge Catholic is still at number 1. They're still, to me, the best team in the state, top to bottom, overall. So, to me, I got Hornville at number 5. I got St. James at number 4. I got John Curtis at number 3. I have Rumble at number 2. And I still have Baton Rouge Catholic at number 1. There it is.
All right, tomorrow night I will be covering the Westgate and Lakeshore game. I can't wait. Lakeshore coming in undefeated. Westgate is 5-1, if I'm not mistaken. It's gonna be a nice box office game. Can't wait for it.
Man, I'm looking forward to NBA basketball next week, and especially this weekend between Saints, Bears. I'm just looking all forward to it.
Unless you should beat Mississippi State by 21 or more.
Coach, what's your plans this weekend, Coach?
You got sailing. That's it. That's
big time game.
Spread minus 20. Amy.
Big time game this weekend. That's a rival game. That's a rival game. You can't say like that. You like that just gonna blow them out. It's a rival game.
Minus 21.
I hope you're right.
I hope you're right too, man.
I don't play this place, so I don't know what this shit means. I don't like no minus shit. I don't know what that fucking means.
Well, he giving y'all the points. Oh.
Y'all, I don't bet, so you know that shit.
St. Helena up 21, Coach Ian.
So you saying St. Helena gonna beat us by 21?
No, they up 20. They got 21 points. So right now the score starts. Y'all got nothing. They got 21.
So that's bad. That means we fucking losing.
No, Coach.
You said the game start right now. They got 21. We got 0. I don't know. I don't see how the hell that's not losing.
Okay, yeah, you start the game losing. You got to beat them by 21.
That's bad.
That's a spread.
Fuck a spread. Bitch, give me the dub.
That's a spread, Coach. It's called bet.
No, don't bet on us, goddamn. I don't want no negatives around me.
It's called betting.
If it ain't positive, keep it away from me.
It is a positive thing. Cover the spread, people make money. You don't cover the spread, people lose money.
I'm not fucking worried about what people making and winning. I'm worried about my kids winning.
Y'all win again, that's a great thing. You cover the spread, you know, some people get angry.
Well, fuck no. I know, I'm not hard to find.
That's for the battles.
Catch me in Hammond or Marrero. You might want to catch me in Hammond.
Got back on the Marrero.
You catch me Marrero.
Got back on. Listen, guys, that's our show. Listen, FanView. Listen, subscribe to the FanView Live page if you're on Facebook. Subscribe to the FanView Live page if you're on YouTube. Man, listen. My name is that boy Fred.
G Sports signing out.
Coach Hurricane here.
We see y'all next Thursday. Y'all have a good one. Catch you in Hammond.
That's best bet.
He said, catch me in Hammond. Catch me in Hammond.